Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Can you imagine a round of golf lasting almost 6 hours?
What would you do?
I'd leave. I'd walk off.
Like on 13, you'd be like, this has been a 4-hour round.
How about the
It's
fifth
time to
hour?
go.
Well, you know, if the company was good, maybe 4.5. 4.5's a long time to spend with anybody. Let's just be honest. 4.5 hours is a long time to spend with anybody.
There it is.
comes down to.
There it is.
That's what
we
it
just
comes
learned
down
a
to.
lot about Chuck right there.
Yeah, that's why this show is only 3 hours.
Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo
There we
show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I don't know about you boys, but this week's just flown by. I can't believe it's Friday. I got up this morning and it's like it was Friday. I mean, I'm glad it's Friday, but I can't believe we got here this quickly. This
Yeah.
is the time of year when, you know, you just look up and 2 weeks have passed.
Well,
by.
yesterday was a blur. I'm going to be honest. I guess I thought we were taking the day off because I didn't set my alarm, and so yesterday was a blur. Last night was a blur, and here we are at 6:03 Friday, and I got to tell you, driving in here, you know, at 5:50, it's a little different. There's a little more traffic.
Yeah.
There's a
15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes makes a big difference early in the morning.
There's a few more drivers in the left lane that aren't awake yet.
Yes.
They're just. Can you go? Can you move over or go?
I'm the same way. There is one person. I can tell you what kind of car they
You come in at
drive.
the same time every day. It's the same person.
I am a man of routine. And the person that I encounter on the street evidently is a person of routine as well. And part of their routine is getting in the left lane and driving really, really slowly. And as we've discussed, there's construction going on in front of our studio. So people, in an abundance of caution, get in that left lane like a mile down the road, which is key when there's nobody up. And so I feel your pain on that one.
Part of their routine is
You're,
if I get in the left lane
That's right.
now, I don't even have to make this decision a
That's
mile
right.
from now.
That's
Put it
exactly
in the
right.
left lane and pop the clutch and put the hammer down.
Well, the problem is they don't pop the clutch and put the hammer down. They just get in the left
They
lane.
just pop the clutch.
Yeah, they just move to the left lane, and whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what happened to me yesterday, and this is the first time
Let's
it's
go.
really happened during the coaching search. I got multiple texts yesterday morning asking me who Pat Fitzgerald was, former coach at Northwestern, and I'm like, what? Now, by the end of the day, swear to God, by the end of the day, I get a call. Hey, man, I hear Ryan Silverfield's the man. Okay?
Yeah.
Last night, I get 2 texts. Man, there's been a strong move made on James Franklin. And then there's, you know, your assorted PJ Flex out there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, who's the one person that's like the magic talker? You know, they say it. And it's, I got to get on the phone.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to spread this around.
I
And
wasn't
it
good- well,
does. It's like wildfire.
It was me.
Was it you?
I called a bunch of your friends. I told them that.
Hey,
No,
let's
it
mess
is-
with Chuck all
it is.
afternoon.
No, it is a great question. Where does it come from?
I don't know.
Where does it come from?
You know, I was thinking. Bart, go ahead. He's about to explode.
There was a fake account pretending to be Ross Dellinger who was reporting that Ryan Silverfield was coming to Arkansas,
okay.
and it duped so many people.
Okay, well, that's what happened then. I didn't know
So many people.
Fake news story of the day.
I was
Imagine
getting
that.
I was
Imagine
getting
that.
texts and everything too, and I was like, "You people are morons!
Yeah.
Like, just pay attention."
Wow.
I wish I'd known that. I could have referred to them as morons too.
I don't know if
I didn't.
Well,
I
you still
didn't know.
you still have the opportunity, Joe.
I didn't know.
You still have the opportunity.
Why don't we call every one of these friends of yours today
Hey,
on
I
the
just
show?
found out you're a moron.
We'll just go through them one by one.
I know how this happened now.
Hey, we're calling all of you guys today. Just wanted you to know you're next. You were totally duped yesterday by a fake news
I
story.
was.
Would you quit bothering me?
Yes.
Would you quit bothering me with your fake news stories? I'm the voice of the Razorbacks.
Well, no, I
got
wasn't
stuff to
thinking
do.
that. I was just thinking,
got a
where does
Michigan
this
State
start?
game to
Well,
prepare
I'm
for.
glad to know that at the very least there was some sort of fake news out there yesterday that sparked all this.
There was a fake Pete Nakos account and a fake Ross Dellinger account who were
Okay.
both reporting stuff like Ryan Silverfield has informed his team he'll be taking the Arkansas job.
Well,
While
here's
Memphis has a game tonight.
Well,
and
yeah,
is in the playoff
you know,
mix.
use your noodle.
but
on
I gotta
that
say
one.
this. I
And
have,
just look at the username.
I gotta say this though, Bart. Like, I'm glad that you found that and you're able to explain that to
Me
us.
too.
However, this happens every day from accounts that you don't even know are who they are. Like, this was a fake, reputable person, right?
Yes.
But these types of things happen all the time without it being a fake account, with it being Hogball 30 or whatever. Just some handle on social media. And it is really interesting to trace things back to its origin.
One of these accounts has a fake release from Ryan Silverfield.
Wow.
A fake
Wow.
AI generated.
Look at that
statement.
headshot.
Isn't that incredible?
Look at that headshot.
But look
And
how
people
real
just,
it looks.
People just fell for it.
Well, but
People have too much
I don't
time on their hands.
No, I don't fault people for falling for that. Guys, we work in the media.
Yeah.
We see this stuff every day. We know right off the bat whether it's real or whether it's not. But you know what? If somebody was in a different business and they had fake things going on within their business, I wouldn't recognize it.
Yeah.
I would be easily duped.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's why people like us, whether we want to admit it or not, I mean, every once in a while you hear a story about somebody getting conned. And that's how it happens.
Well, it's happened in here. It's happened in here. I'll say, have you guys seen this? And Edward's like, that's a fake account.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You send tweets from the
Yeah, send it to the
It's
group.
the No 3 account.
Yeah.
that's pretending
Yeah.
to be on 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I reading on the way to the football game last weekend? Was from ESPN college
Yeah.
football, and it was some fake story about either Petrino or Pittman. You're right about that, and I'll tell you another thing that's even more concerning is there are people who have started brands around the Razorbacks who have never been to a game, who have never had a credential, and they curate content from actual media outlets and post it as their own. So they don't reshare it. They go screen record it or screenshot it, and then they post it on like it came from their account. And they look like they're a media company. And they're trying to be a media company, which is, I don't know if that's fine, but you're giving the illusion that you have some sort of credibility. We talk about credibility, but I mean, credibility matters in every profession. Don't you want, like, if somebody were doing that as a financial advice, like a Dave Ramsey type, it's different if Dave Ramsey says something about finances versus somebody that just, I'm going to be a pseudo financial expert and I'm going to start posting stuff. People would follow it.
I know.
We'll do it.
For the same, we're all easily duped. I mean, look.
That is the truth. Unfortunately,
Well,
that is the truth.
I mean, look at the big picture right now. Arkansas is searching for a football coach. We determine who we like and don't like, who we think knows football, who we think doesn't know football, based in large part what we watch on television. This is the same television that has given us a lot of people over the years that didn't turn out to be what we thought they were based on television. So, I mean, it's, you got to use your brain.
So what's
Let's put
really
it that
going
way.
on, Chuck?
I don't know what's going on. But here's the thing. I got to thinking about this.
What's really happening?
When the last names I heard last night were Franklin and Fleck. Those were the last names I heard. And I got to thinking about this. I got to counting, which takes a while sometimes. But in my lifetime, and I'm 62 years old, the next coach will be what I would describe, as a permanent coach, the 11th in my lifetime. Now, there have been 3 interims, Kynes and Petrino and John L., who coached, either all the season or more than half the season. Of course, Petrino's one of the 10. But do you know in my lifetime, we've only hired one sitting power conference head coach? Brett Bielema. He's the only one we've ever hired. So I've got nothing against P.J. Fleck. I've got nothing against James Franklin. And if they are the coach here, I'll be all for them. But when you really look at what's happened over the years, is that really something that we think's going to happen? The Silverfield thing was believable. That was believable unless you work in the business and you know that nobody's leaving their team in the middle of the season like that. They're not going to do that.
Well, or announce it and stay with their team.
If it's Silverfield, that would be just pretty much unprecedented.
That's what I'm saying. But people don't think through it.
If it's Silverfield, guys, he's not going to be the coach until their season's over. And their season may not be over until, I guess, the first round's December 19th, December 20th. If they make the playoff and they go out in one round, that's when their season will end. So, there's the timing aspect of it, too.
I have a question related to the coaching search, but we'll take a break and come back. It's 6:12. Wow,
By the way, Edwards got a great cut from Rhett Lashley. We need to
I've unearthed some really great audio.
Do you have any dance music?
Rhett Lashley.
Yeah.
No
I
dance.
have a
It
dance
is Friday.
Well,
It's Friday
you requested that 15 seconds before we came on air.
That's when I got here.
So no, I don't
I
have
just
dance
did
music.
it as soon as I
But
got
I do
here.
have the Rhett Lashley clip, which me and Chuck carefully planned out
that you were going to go
about
to?
20 minutes ago when we were prepping for the show.
When were you going to go?
That was going to be the first segment of the show. And now
So since I wasn't
but
here.
now we want dance music.
Since I wasn't here, I mentioned yesterday if we were going to do the show, we should have a free-for-all
Dance
Friday.
party.
We should have a dance party. We'll just have a dance
There was
off.
no mention of a dance
I
party
don't know.
yesterday.
I mentioned on Wednesday that maybe we shouldn't do the show on Friday. And that wasn't early enough. So how long do you need?
That's right. I forgot about
Listen,
that.
I did it as soon as I could.
That's
I did it
right.
as soon as I walked
That's
in the door.
right. He walked right in
I
and said,
walked
hey,
right-
can we have dance music?
And then the Open started playing. I mean, I don't know what you want from me. It's 6:14. Good morning.
Everybody wants to fire their coach. Who are you going to hire? There's all these jobs out there right now. Who's everybody going to hire? I don't know. We'll find out.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
Truck Month is here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, and the savings are big. Get up to $12,000 off new Silverados, up to $8,000 off Chevy 2500s, and up to $5,000 off Chevy Colorado. That's real money back in your pocket. Plus more inventory, more discounts, and better service than anywhere else in Northwest Arkansas. Stop by today and see Chris, Mark, and Denver at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
I love a day or weekend at Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. The golf, the people, the hospitality, and the events they host always hit the mark, and members enjoy it all. State-of-the-art practice facilities, food, beverages, a big pool with a snack and beverage bar, tennis and pickleball courts, and they can even book you an exclusive fly fishing trip. There's no initiation fee, and for out-of-towners, a membership is only $185 a month. It's Big Creek Country Club in Mountain Home. It's home away from home.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You hear that? You hear that?
Back to Safe Sports Radio.
That's special.
I can't figure out if Chuck's playing a role here, or this is how he feels, or if he cares at all.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You want to have a dance party today? You guys want to just, I don't even know what a dance party is.
Well, how about you just get out there and dance, and we'll,
There it is. There you go. Yeah, let's do it. You guys up for that?
Thanks for cutting that off. We were about to get taken down on.
If I take a break and then just play it again, is it
I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Ain't touch this.
Name that song, Chuck.
can't touch this.
Who is it?
MC Hammer.
Yeah, there we go. Good Friday morning. You know, we always are talking about this search, like we're throwing names out. Now people have started releasing, fake news about it, and airplanes are being tracked. And I heard somebody talking about it again yesterday, like in Provo, Utah. Like, that plane, and that was a smoke screen. And it's like, what?
It was a refuel.
What do you mean? It was a smoke screen for what? Well, what's you think? Hunter's like, today I'm going to fly. I'm not going to go, but I'm just going to fly the plane to here and get people thinking.
That's right.
This is the misunderstanding about a coach's search, too, with smoke screens. It's people say that in a search, like Hunter will get people thinking one direction and put like stuff out there that makes them think it's going this way while he's over here hiring this other way. Yeah. Do you know what an athletic director doesn't want in a coaching search? Misinformation. Because then he potentially has to deal with it. And then whomever he's dealing with has to deal with it. And by the way, if you're talking to coaches, they want it to be confidential.
Well, I will give
So
him...
if names are getting out, then the coach you're talking to next is like, hey, I heard you were talking to Chuck the other day. This can't get out. Like, we can't be talking. And Hunter's got to say, that's a bunch of BS. I didn't say that. I haven't told anybody anything. People are just making stuff up.
Well,
he doesn't put out smoke screens, is my point. No AD does.
He doesn't put out anything.
That's my point.
And nor should they. And that's the way a search should be conducted. Most of the time, and you guys know this, when one school hires another coach, the news does not break from the hirer. It breaks from the hiree. It breaks from the coach's camp. Breaks from the other school. Breaks from his people. And that's what will happen here. When it happens, that's what will happen here. We'll probably get an idea, just as we generally do, just as we did even with Cal. You have a pretty good idea 24 hours or so before what's about to happen. The right people call you, and you know that their information's good. But there's, we're just still a long way from there, I think.
Arthur in Vermont, you're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Arthur, what's happening?
Arthur.
Oh, man, talk about mental health issues.
What's going on there?
I didn't.
Where are you? What's happening?
Oh, I'm talking to someone in the laundry room, bud.
Well, let's hear that conversation. Let's hear that conversation.
What are you guys talking about?
Talking about Antonio Brown, and one of the pipes here kind of backed up a little bit, and he's mopping up the floor, and I'm giving him I'm his cheering section pretty much. Go, Paul, go. Yeah, well, it still doesn't compare to what's the dude from that you guys sat there and talked to his minions for about 5 minutes, deciding what he was going to talk about on the radio.
Sterling.
What is his? Yeah. So you can't really compare my calls to Sterling because he's more of a head of a committee than a lot of that's a well rehearsed machine going on there. And I wonder what happened to Cecil, man. I like hearing from Cecil too. Not to call out other listeners, but anyway, as I was saying, I'm really setting myself up for. I just feel like Arkansas needs to go in there and handle Michigan State, and I have not seen this much firepower from an Arkansas team. I'm literally talking back. We're going back to the mid-'90s. I mean, there are guys. It is just like that type of team where you had Dwight Stewart that could knock it down from the outside, Clint McDaniel, Crawford, all of them. The whole team could shoot, and if you couldn't keep up, you you were going to get probably blown out. Or who is it? Zimmerman said, like, when, okay, teams would try to run with us, then they would stop, and then they would try to run with you again, and you would just blow them off the court. But so I'm you know, not that anybody really cares what I think, but I would be at peace with James Franklin and the $30 million they're putting up to get him. I read that in the Newsweek. I don't know if it's true or not, but looked legit.
It looked legit.
I would also like.
What about it looked legit? What about it looked legit? Was it the graphics? Was it the person writing the story? What was it?
Well, it was like I was like, isn't it strange that Newsweek would be covering a story about Arkansas? I mean, that seemed a little bit.
Is Newsweek even still out there?
I think that was
no.
I think that was the National Enquirer.
Yeah, because they have it in prison.
Yeah, but those copies are all like 15 years old. Right. It's like being at a doctor's office.
No, we got no. We can you know, because that's how I was keeping up with Arkansas was is it Hogs Illustrated?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I knew Clay Henry had retired, and they had a picture of you and him at the Catfish Hole back in the day. I was like, I used to be a part of that show. But anyway, and then I would be okay with those two guys, but you know, give Petrino $30 million and see what he could do. Let's see what Petrino can do with some real 5-star talent, you know? Because all that stuff he did back before, he didn't have the teams that, you know, on the offensive and defensive lines. You know, he had Tremaine Thomas, he had Franklin, you know, he had Paquette on the line. But, you know, let's see what we look like with too deep, you know, talent and see what Petrino could do. I think he'd do very well, and if we did take Memphis's coach, then it would take the edge off losing to him in football. Because they're like, okay, you beat us in football. We thumped you in basketball, though. But then we stole your coach. So go back, you know, little brother, whatever. You know, put that in your pipe and smoke it on the playground. But, I don't. Oh, and then I was thinking about an idea of a sports show with me and Bart. You know, it could be Sports Degenerate. The sad life we live. And I think it would sell, bud.
Yeah, I don't think Bart's going to do that show with you.
That brought no facial expression, no reaction, nothing from Bart. Nothing.
Not even a smirk?
Not even a smirk. Not even a smirk.
Wow. Well,
I don't even know if Bart's headphones are on right now.
I don't know. Bart's he's over there checking something. I don't know if it's Newsweek or what, but he's over there looking at something.
Yeah, work going.
I think it would sell. I think we're seeing an avenue of revenue for lots of people in lots of places. But anyway, it's Friday. I'm not working today, and you know this is just part of my Friday routine. I was listening to your show yesterday about people sending texts. I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm at work. I can't pull off, you know. I mean, I got something to say. I got to go out in the parking lot for a little while, fellas. But anyway, we don't have a football game, so there's not much to talk about there. But man, gosh, I mean, if all's right in the world, then Arkansas should put it on Michigan State. That would definitely get people's attention. So
thank you.
I'll
Arthur.
talk to you guys later.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Arthur.
I feel like Arthur, just whether he's on with us and calls the show or not, he's doing that all day.
Oh, there's no
Just
question.
walking
He's talking to whoever will listen.
Talking to whomever will listen or himself. I mean, he was just a stream of consciousness.
He was. He had several topics. You could tell he'd made mental notes.
Did you find the Newsweek article, Bart, that he was talking about?
No,
you didn't even bother, did you? You're like, this is whatever. I'm not even going to look this up.
No,
I didn't bother at all.
He said it looked legit, and I never got to the bottom of what made it look legit.
It's all about the graphics. That's the deal. That's where people like me and others can be fooled.
It looks professional.
It looks professional. It's shiny. It grabs your attention.
There's a picture.
And it's and it looks real. And so I'm with Arthur on that.
Fake News Friday. Welcome in.
Yeah. Hey, this fall, do not pay for a heating tune-up. Make it part of your Paschal membership. You're just talking about Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric. This is the time of year when being a partner with Paschal really pays off. Year-round benefits for your home. It's going to get cold. In fact, it's going to be cold next week. But for as low as $8.99 a month, your annual tune-up is included, and they will make certain that you are ready for winter. And that also includes discounts on air, plumbing, electric services, not just one, but all three. Don't wait until there's a problem. Get ready for fall, get ready for winter, and do it now. You can do that by logging on to GoPaschal.com. And Razorback fans, exciting news. Paschal Air, Plumbing, and Electric is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorback.
Almost 6:30. Good morning. It's Friday. If you need an emergency contact, just write the Chuck and Bo Show. We'll be your emergency contact.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Are your gutters ready for fall? Leaves are coming, and that means it's time to protect your home. At Hogtroff Gutters, they install high-quality leaf guards that actually work. Don't waste money on the cheap guards from big box stores that clog up. And don't get stuck paying triple the price with those big national companies. With Hogtroff, you get the best of both worlds. Professional installation, premium aluminum, and stainless steel guards, as well as a 20-year warranty. Give them a call today to schedule your free inspection or visit hoggutters.com. When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728, or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I'm right.
How about
I'm
yes?
no, Arthur.
No,
I'm right.
it's okay.
I am
Whoa,
right.
whoa.
Go look at it. Go look it up. Do the research and then come back.
The Chuck and Bo
Do
Show.
the research. See if it's a fake site or not.
Today is National Jersey Day. It's November 7th, by the way. Good morning, 6:35. We're starting off in the 50s, but highs reached the low to mid-70s. Is that true? Because I feel like I've said that every day.
It's been the same.
It hasn't changed.
It's been the same every day.
Yeah.
But now Sunday into Monday, it's going to feel like winter.
We're going to get a hard
The
freeze.
full deal.
Here now for the extended forecast, Chuck Barrett.
I'm just saying, by the time Sunday rolls around, it's going to be cold. It's going to be a high in the 40s. Sunday night, it's
42.
going to get into the 20s.
21.
And
It's
Monday, it's going to be cold
when We're
again.
coming in here on Monday.
Yeah, Monday morning is going to be a bit cold.
And then it's going to warm back up though into the first the 60s, and then it'll get back into the low 70s.
It's sports and so much more. I mean, it really is
Yeah.
so much more
Yeah.
on this show.
Yeah, so you're kind of set up now. If you're up and you're getting ready. And,
But it's going to be sunny for the
gonna be
most
nice
part.
today.
Sunny, partly cloudy over the next week or so. No rain in the forecast.
it has risen to 60. It's 60 this morning now.
62 when I got up.
It'll be 62 at 8 a.m. I might have been 62.
Fluctuates. You know.
It's going to get up to 72 today. That'll be around 2 o'clock. Well, actually 73 at 1 o'clock today.
Yeah.
So that'd be a beautiful time for, a walk in the park and a little lunch.
See, who needs all this meteorology?
if anybody
school?
wants to go.
I mean, you just read Bart's forecast. You're set for the day.
Yeah, I would want to get. I got to get into more of this coaching thing. I want a few things I'd like to point out. But before we do that, Caleb's in Mountain Home. Hogs play at Michigan State tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. That's our big game tomorrow. And then Bart's going to tell us what football games that we can pay attention to at some point today. He's got locks. He's got to bounce back. Caleb, good morning.
Morning. How are you gentlemen doing?
Doing great. How are you?
Beautiful Mountain Home this morning.
Oh, it's looking great out here, man. Cool weather. I got a little story I want to tell y'all before I get into anything. I'll make it short. Philip and I dropped off my parents out in the airport in Memphis on Wednesday. And while I was out there, do y'all remember that Hogs Plus clip that they had put out about Coach Cal talking about that donut place?
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm out here in Memphis. I could use a good donut. And so I made it my mission. I put it into my GPS, drove out there, and man,
How far away did you drive? Sorry, how far away did you drive from the airport for this donut?
Oh, it was only about 20 minutes staying on the interstate.
But that's a
and getting
commitment.
off.
That's a commitment. Like you really wanted to go.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I made this commitment before I even left Mountain Home. Like I was like, I'm going to this donut.
Wow.
I want to get
It was on a
right.
mission.
I love it.
It was a mission.
All right, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. I mean, that was about it. I mean, we went in there, Philip and I we bought like 2 dozen donuts, and we brought it all back here to Mountain Home. I mean, they're already gone. I mean, they were
made it
terrific.
back to Mountain Home.
They had
Bart is
some of
so
those
excited.
flavors.
I know.
They had like some of these like Oreo donuts. They had blueberry filled donuts. They had a maple bacon donut. I only bought one of them because I'm not super into that novelty stuff. But Bart, let me tell you something. I know the way you feel about glazed donuts, but I got like 4 glazed donuts, and those were amazing glazed donuts. I'm a man of simple flavors like vanilla ice cream and glazed donuts, and those were terrific glazed donuts. I don't care what anybody says about glazed
That
donuts.
actually sounds like a great
Anyway.
combo. Glazed donuts and vanilla ice cream.
Really hungry.
I will say this.
Donut Friday.
Those glazed donuts from Gibson's in Memphis are as far as glazed donuts go, far and away the best.
Chuck. I mean, I don't even know how to.
They're in Memphis.
I
so
don't
they're
even
good.
know how to explain.
Gibson's is elite.
Have
Like,
you? How
the
would
best
you
donuts
describe
I've ever had in my
what
life.
Bart was doing while Caleb was explaining?
Well, I was noticing the contrast from his reaction to Caleb's call and then his reaction to Arthur's call. Arthur was like, hey, man, let's do a show together. Bart was like, oh, whatever, man. Caleb, hey, man, I got glazed donuts in Memphis. Bart's like, well, this is the greatest thing ever.
He's pumping his fist as Caleb's
I know.
telling the story.
Well, I mean,
both hands.
both
in the
hands.
air.
I'm just glad that
Like you don't care.
somebody else has discovered Gibson's Donuts in Memphis. It's
You and Cal and
best,
Caleb?
the best donuts you will ever find, as far as I'm concerned.
The power of Cal.
I am.
Got Caleb to go to Gibson's in Memphis.
Go ahead, Caleb.
I was about to say I'm converted. Like I think we got a pretty decent donut shop here in Mountain Home. It's good, but I mean those are on another level.
Yeah.
Every Friday, Caleb's going to drive to Memphis.
Drive to
and pick up
Memphis.
2 dozen
Would you
donuts.
mind driving to Memphis and then maybe bringing some to Fayetteville?
Yeah. Well, while you're
What
on
do
the
you
road,
think?
I mean, why not? Well, thanks for sharing, Caleb.
Thank you, Caleb. Thank you. Hope you have a great weekend.
That is funny how they show that clip and it makes you want to go there.
The next time I go to Memphis, I will stop by Gibson's and I will bring
well,
back donuts for the.
I gotta ask: is this how much better are these donuts than the donuts down the
I heard
street?
the same thing about Krispy Kreme.
Just like
the
elite.
same thing about Krispy Kreme.
I mean, when Krispy
Elite.
Kreme became a big thing, the best donuts ever. Well,
hot
they're
donut.
good, but I mean, you know.
Krispy Kreme is whatever. Gibson's are Gibson's donuts are.
I
top
just
tier.
can't get my brain around how to describe Bart and his infatuation with a particular donut shop and the excitement that he displayed while Caleb was telling the story.
He was giddy.
But it was like, I don't know.
I was
Childlike.
happy. I was happy for him. I was happy for
Well,
him.
I think it was a little more than that.
There was
I mean,
a bunch
you were
of
pumping your
pride in
fist
there.
the
You had
air.
your-
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like my
Puffed
town,
out.
man. My
Absolutely.
town.
Yeah.
That's my place, man.
Yeah. That's I guess.
Come on.
I guess we'll have to go. Chuck, did you ever end up eating lunch at that place Bart told you to eat lunch at in Memphis?
Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was okay. Now, Bart now, first off, what'd you recommend? The smash burger and the cheese fries.
I
That would have been
recommended
enough
Huey's.
food for like 3 people. I got a regular hamburger there and, regular order of fries. And, I mean, it was good. I didn't do cartwheels back to the hotel, but, I mean, it was good. I didn't pump my fist.
Well, you'll do
But,
cartwheels.
no, it was good.
You'll
it
do-
was good.
Chuck doesn't get as excited about food as I do.
I enjoy food as much as anyone, maybe more. But and it was a good burger, a tasty burger. But it wasn't the best I've ever had.
When do you do cartwheels? Is kind of what I'm.
Well,
That's a great question.
lots of times it's when I'm alone. But
The visual,
no, let
the
me-
visual on
let
that
me
is
tell you.
priceless.
Well, the broken back would be the result of that.
Chuck doing cartwheels. That is something that we
Weebles
could
wobble.
sell.
Weebles
we could
wobble.
sell tickets to that.
Yeah, you could.
You can do cartwheels when you go to Blakeman's, and a lot of people want to, because what you get there, you're going to be really excited about, and you're going to have that purple bag, so you might have to sit it down, but while you do the cartwheels and have them bring it out to you. But they're all about your story at Blakeman's and marking your milestones and your journey, your memories, and your celebrations. It's not just about jewelry; it is about your story. But what a facility! What a wonderful experience you're going to have when you go in there every single time. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry, Pinnacle Hills, Rogers, the official jeweler of the Arkansas Razorbacks. 6:43. It's wide open Friday. We're full service here. We're like the concierge of sports talk radio.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Football season's here, and Flight by Yingling is the light beer built for game days. Tastes like a Yingling, but it's a light beer, and only 95 calories. Flight raises the bar for what a light beer should be, and now it comes in a 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle and skinny cans. Perfect for tailgates, watch parties, or just kicking back after the game. Pick it up at your favorite store or ask your bartender. Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag, still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
This fall, don't just pay for a heating tune-up. Make it part of a Paschal membership and get year-round benefits for your home. For as low as $8.99 a month, your annual tune-up is included. Plus, members get exclusive discounts on air, plumbing, and electric services. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your home, budget, and peace of mind with Paschal. Visit gopaschal.com to learn more and join today. And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
I don't need Chat GTP. I've got Chuck GTP.
Amen. The Chuck and Bo Show.
You enjoy fake AI generated stories
I do.
And getting scammed on the internet.
I do.
Facebook is for you.
That's what I like. That's what I want.
Yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Hey, if you're dealing with a personal injury or you're struggling to get Social Security disability, or maybe you're just drowning in debt, call the team that fights for Arkansans, Bill Reynolds and the attorneys at Cadell Reynolds. They're ready to go to work for you, and they know how to get results when it matters most. Sometimes you're denied disability claims on a car wreck, bankruptcy. They'll have your back regardless of your situation. Do not face it alone. That's why they're there. Call Cadell Reynolds at 866-314-3728 or visit CadellReynolds.com for a free consultation. Cadell Reynolds, make the right call.
If you want to hear about the coaching search, we're going to get into that in about 10 minutes. Can't wait. I've got thoughts. We've got to hear from Rhett Lashley, who spoke about his new deal. How many guys are going to stay at their current jobs?
Well, I think that's a real question, and that's kind of goes back to what Sark said the other day. Who are you going to hire? And I see where Wisconsin's going to keep Fickle, And there's probably another one or two out there that have decided that they're going to keep their guys. Part of it's finances, but part of it is who are you going to hire? There's always the assumption when you fire a coach that there are going to be people that want your job. There are going to be people that want to come there. Sometimes that's true. Sometimes it's not. Here's the thing, and it's, part of this is a byproduct of the escalating salaries. All these guys are making great money. All of them are making great money. Now, I'm not saying, like, for example, Silverfield at Memphis is making an SEC coach's salary, but he's got plenty of money. I mean, he's living well. His family's not doing without. So these guys have good situations. And I realize that there's pressure in every job, and I realize that these non-power forward coaching jobs are pressure-filled. But it's not like being in the SEC. It's not like being in the Big Ten. The pressure that those guys operate under is ratcheted up tenfold compared to what it is at a non-power 4 school. Just in what you deal with every single day, the people that second guess you every single day. So some of them have good situations right now, and they're smart enough to realize it. When you're at a smaller school and you need a bigger house, but your salary is not such that you can do it right now, well, you'll make a move for money. You'll make a move for money. But these guys don't have to make moves for money anymore.
I was talking to Petrino, and I asked him this question, and I want to pose this question about any new coach that comes in here. How much do you know now, after being here the first time, coming back in as the offensive coordinator, all the experiences you've had, whatever, how much do you know now about Arkansas that you didn't know when you first took the job? That if somebody asked you, hey, I'm going to be the new head coach at Arkansas, what's everything that you would tell me? What are all those things? I'm like, is that a huge thing? And he's like, yeah, a lot. All these coaches that take a new job are walking into something that's completely foreign and brand new to them in some ways. If you think about when Cal came in, and we've talked about how you notice the difference in, like, their feet are underneath them, the whole staff, the program, everything's kind of settled. Last year he walks in, the building's completely empty. I joked about walking through there that day before they were hired, or right after they were hired, and nobody's in there. And there's an envelope for, like, Kenny Payne on the receptionist desk, and it's the only thing in the office. And any of us, when we walk into a brand new environment, it takes a while to figure it out. We don't need that. We don't need a big learning curve for the person that comes in here. And whomever it's going to be is probably going to have that. I mean, that's a real thing. So the other way to look at it is, if you're a coach and, to your point, Chuck, things are going pretty well for you, do you really want to go take that on? Yeah, if you're Ryan Silverfield and you're making $2 million or $3 million or whatever it is, and you're going to get $8 million, yeah, you do. But is that the best thing for the first year, for the next year at Arkansas? And I think in most cases, when people make a hire, at least in the past, they say to themselves, it's going to take a couple of years and then we're really going to go. In today's world, everyone's expecting it right now. Some of these programs, I think, that are hiring coaches are going to take a step back for a year. Because I don't know how the portal's going to line up with the timing they get hired. How long does it take them to navigate all the things they have to figure out? And, oh, by the way, I'm going to add this to it. They just finished a complete grind. Their season just ended, and it was a complete grind, and it's already tough enough to start recruiting or getting in the portal and hiring and doing all those things right after the season. Then you add on to it a move. When's your family coming? Trying to meet all these new people, do all these new things. I mean, that's a real thing. I don't know that Petrino's out of this mix, but one of the reasons I think that he's a viable candidate is because he knows what to do here. And given the opportunity to start from that place, having already been here and being here now, is a completely different setup than the way they handed him the keys in the middle of the season and said, good luck with this.
Well, the situation that he finds himself in this year is, I mean,
it's not enviable.
No, it's certainly not enviable, and the opportunities for success have been, I won't say non-existent, but it's not like he was going to come in and set the world on fire. It's going to be hard for him to get the job without winning a game. That's just the long and short of it. I hear everything that you're saying, but you've got to win a game.
Yeah, it sure would help.
Yeah,
but at the same time, he inherited something that he didn't create.
You're right.
Almost 7 o'clock.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today. Hey, it's Bo, and I want to share something that's completely enhanced my day-to-day life. About a year ago, I started telling you about the Sweatnum Edge. Well, over the last several months, here's what's happened for me. My energy level is completely different. My exercise gains have seen a big jump. My mind is clearer, and frankly, life is just more enjoyable. Now, that's my story. What about you? Search the Sweatnum Edge online and get a free evaluation today. It's made a big difference for me, and I know it can for you too. The Sweatnum Edge. Cycling meets vision with McDonald Eye and Zeo Optics for the See Better and Ride Better Vision Expo. Thursday, November 13th at 5:35 p.m. at the new McDonald Eye office in Rogers. Learn how LASIK can sharpen your sight for every ride and try on the latest Zeo sunglasses made for adventure. Enjoy free Zeo giveaways, LASIK discounts, beer from Bentonville Brewing, and the newest bikes from Meteor Bike. Plus a chance to win a free pair of Zeo shades. Just RSVP now at McDonaldEye.com. So I spent yesterday, you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
We need to have a bet on the line for Chuck to get a tattoo.
Whoever bets Chuck getting the tattoo is going to lose.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you that.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Oh, live a little bit.
It's
Jump
not
out of an
gonna-
airplane,
it-
get
that
a
is
tattoo
not going
in your
to
60s.
happen. It's just not
Come
going to
on.
happen.
And a Harley.
Now, if I get a tattoo and a Harley, something's up. When that happens, there's some stuff
Go
going
see the
on.
country. There's always some stuff
Yeah,
going on.
well, there would be a lot of stuff going on there.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
I hesitate to say that we have moved into the silly part of the coaching search, but I will say that we've gotten to the point where I really believe, I've just come to believe over the last few days, the only thing that really resonates with people when you start talking about a coaching search is names. You know, Bo and I had a conversation earlier this week about, how do we freshen this up to where it doesn't sound like Groundhog Day every day, where we're just coming in here and reciting the same things over and over and over again. Well, let's approach it from this angle. Let's approach it from that angle. There's always a different way that we can approach the story, and we'll just do it like that. But it all boils down to, who do you think's going to be the next coach? Well, I like this guy. I like that guy. Did you see those guys play the other night? What about that coach? Yesterday in the morning, it's Pat Fitzgerald, former Northwestern coach. By the end of the day, and Bart, you can talk some more about this, somebody puts out a graphic that looks real, that states that Ryan Silverfield, the coach at Memphis, has already informed his team that he is taking the Arkansas job. So I get texts and phone calls. I hear we have a new coach, as though it's done. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, the guy at Memphis. And I didn't put two and two together yesterday when all this was happening, but obviously, and you showed the graphic a little bit earlier for a vast YouTube audience. It is, it looks real. I mean, I would have been fooled by it.
Yeah, there were multiple reports from people. Let me say that. There were multiple posts from people pretending to be actual reporters. Fake accounts.
It's a fake Ross Dellinger account. Let's just cut to the chase. Fake Ross Dellinger
and a
account.
fake On3 account that were basically reporting that Ryan Silverfield is finalizing a 5-year deal to be Arkansas's next head coach. One of the accounts even posted a graphic with a made-up statement from Ryan Silverfield about why he's leaving
real.
Memphis to take the Arkansas job. That's what happened. And that's what can happen in this day and age, because people just see something and they just go with it. They don't like, oh, well, that's from Ross Dellinger. Well, no, it's not. That's from On3 Sports.
But
no, it's not.
It shows how easily fooled we can all be.
100%.
I'm not casting any stones. As I said
100%.
last hour, we work in the media. We see this stuff. It's part of what we do. And so we can spot a fake fairly quickly. But for people who are not working in this business, it's not as easily recognizable. Just like I'm certain in other businesses, there are ways that people fool other people. And if you don't know any better, you can be fooled. But I think some of that happened.
Just a quick piece of advice for everybody as we're dealing
I like
with this,
advice from you, Bart.
as we're dealing with
Please
this coaching
advise
search.
me.
If you're going to be on Twitter, go to the following tab. Don't even mess with the For You tab. Stay away from it, because that's how you're going to see these fake posts. You're not going to see them from your following tab. The algorithm's going to put them into your feed. If you go on Facebook, Go to your friends feed. Don't even mess with the main Facebook feed. That's how you're going to see these AI generated stories.
You're so smart, Bart.
Well, no, it's just that's just the way that those sites work these days. They're gonna, their keywords, Arkansas football, Razorbacks, whatever, in a post, and it's gonna get thrown into your feed via the algorithm.
Bart's like Mr. Smarty Pants. He knows everything.
He
knows everything.
No,
Bart,
no.
is this real? No,
I
not real. Not real.
I knew that too, but
well, then you're like Mr. Smarty Pants too,
Junior.
Yeah.
So just like that. Just protect yourself and your sanity by following those simple rules during a football coaching search.
I was just baffled by the moment yesterday afternoon. I didn't know what was going on. But when you mentioned that earlier today, click. Well, it all makes sense now. Somebody saw that on the Twitter, and because I'm not there, I missed out.
Unfortunately, there are also media outlets who are now running with that as being a real thing.
I know. And it's like Arthur brought this up a little bit earlier. Newsweek. Now, there was a time when you'd go to the newsstand and buy Newsweek, kind of like you'd go to the newsstand and buy Sports Illustrated.
Reputable publication.
All right. Well, now, what happened is these magazines started going broke. And so in order to stay alive financially, they essentially sold their banner to the highest bidder. That's why when you see the Sports Illustrated banner now on a lot of these internet stories, this ain't Rick Riley. I mean, this is a local guy who works for an outlet whose parent company bought the banner, basically. And so the same things happen with Newsweek and some of these other periodicals that, in terms of their print, have gone out of business. And they rely on the internet, and in many cases, they rely on, the residuals that come from that to make their living. So, Sports Illustrated, Newsweek, those things, you got to be kind of aware of those banners and understand that they don't mean what they once meant. That would be my take. All right, Bo's back in here, but I can't hear Bo.
To fake credential.
Yeah. Well, right.
That's Sports Illustrated doesn't mean what it used to mean.
No, because I had someone say to me, well, Sports Illustrated reported it. It's got to be true. No.
That's not Rick Riley.
No, this ain't Rick Riley.
That is not. No, it's not what it used to be.
All right. We got a cut from Rhett Lashley that Edward played earlier for me this morning. It's the first time I'd heard it. So the first time I had heard it. Rhett talks about the job here. He talks about the Auburn job. And he talks about why he's staying in Dallas. And
Arkansas is my home. It's where I went to school. I love that place. I want nothing but the best for it. And, at times, a lot of times in my life, I'd love to be the person who tries to go help restore that place. Auburn's a place all four of my kids were born, and we played in 2 national championship games. So to your point, and there's others, and there's a lot of great places out there. And we just felt like, I think we were only 2-2, and the Arkansas job comes open. And our administration was just very proactive. They just look, we want you here. We want this to be the vision you have, the vision we have. We want this to continue. And really, when my wife and I sat back and talked about it, my boys are 9th graders, so they're 9th graders. They're 15 years old and they've lived in 10 different homes. And if you're at a place that you're wanted and you believe you can win and you believe you continue to build something, which to me, that's a lot of the excitement is we're doing, we're setting the standard. We're building something here that we think can continue to grow. There's excitement about that. It's fun to do things that either haven't ever been done or haven't been done in a long time somewhere when you feel like you have the support. And we have that here. And man, we can stay here where we're wanted, where we can build, where we believe we can continue to win. Our kids can maybe graduate here. It's just from a timing perspective, you factor in all those things. I said this after the game the other day. SMU chose us. They were the first to choose us.
And there's value in that. And, he's rich too. That's the thing about it. Used to, there was a time when if you were not at a Power 4 school and you were a head coach, you had money, but you weren't rich.
Now they're a Power 4 school.
Now you can move from rich to wealthy. And they are a Power 4 school now, and they do have more money. They won a game the other day, and they rushed the field. I don't know if they had 30,000 people in the stadium. They didn't have enough fans to rush the field. They didn't have enough fans to fill up the field. And yet, they have a path to the playoff, as we have seen. They have plenty of money, as we have seen. And there's every reason for someone like Rhett Lashlee to say, you know what? Let's stay here a little bit longer. Because there's nothing to indicate that some of these places, like Arkansas and Auburn, there's nothing to indicate they're going to get it right.
Well,
so that job's going to be out there again before too much longer.
To add to your perspective on this, let's take SMU, okay? You're in a position to win. You were in the
There's a path to the playoff.
You were in the playoff last year. And by the way, you don't have a bunch of fans calling for you to be fired
That's
if you
exactly
only win
right.
8 games this year.
Well, and that's the difference in the pressure. And look, they're under pressure. I'm not saying that. A lot of it's self-imposed, but it's not SEC pressure.
Now, you're Rhett, and you take the Auburn job or you take the Arkansas job, they'll chew you up and spit you out in 3 years if you don't win more than you won at SMU.
3 years is at the outside. He might get 3 here because he's a native son. He wouldn't get 3 at Auburn.
Yeah. That's kind of my point, is what we used to call a good job isn't the same thing anymore.
That's right. That's why buyouts are what they are. People say, well, why what's with all these buyouts? How come they're doing that? Well, because, you can basically go from the penthouse to the outhouse in, 12 months. You can be the greatest thing in the world in one November, and the next November you're fired. So that's why the buyouts are what they are.
Of all the things that James Franklin did for Penn State, and there is a long list, things we probably don't even know about. He was in the national semifinal game last year. And it's as if none of it ever even happened.
They're ahead of Oregon by a touchdown in overtime.
It's like
and
it
a
never
month
even
later,
happened.
he's like out of a job.
Yeah, let's get rid of this guy. Let's give him $50 million and get rid of him. Guys, I got $50 million worth of donuts.
Hey, that's big.
I mean,
noticed that in there.
I was in the donut shop, and I
You
just
got
got
carried
to
away.
thinking I wanted to feed the entire audience.
You got carried away. That's
and
what happened.
It's unfortunate that I don't have the mechanism to do that. But I wish I could just spit donuts out of the radio today. We just hand them out. But I think we should make this segment drag on a little bit, so you guys have to wait.
I got my eye on it right now. I can see it from my
Edward
vantage
said,
point.
"Surprise me, boy, did I ever."
There's boxes
a dozen
upon
donuts
boxes.
in there.
I mean, all that's missing. I mean, you could fill up.
By the way, that place is not cheap.
Well, breakfast is
not.
popular. Donuts,
It's not.
blueberry cake muffins.
It's not.
Well, did you get a dozen specialty donuts?
Well, I mean, how special are they? It was like, and then I'm later because I forgot Chuck's kolache had to go back. I was like, I forgot.
That would have been a really
well,
bad deal.
Chuck
for
seems
the
to be
show.
in a good mood. I didn't want to take it off the
That's right.
rails.
That would have
today.
tanked it.
Yeah. But guys, I got a dozen donuts. Can we talk about this for a second?
Well, just us.
Just us in here. I got a dozen donuts. 2 croissant sandwiches for Edward and Bart, bacon, egg, and cheese. Mm-hmm. And she looked at me dead in the face, and she said $38.
Yeah.
What?
With a
dead in
straight
the
face.
With a straight face.
Well, they must be specialty donuts. They got sprinkles. You got sprinkles in there, blueberry cake donuts, sprinkles, stuff like
there's
that.
a couple of cronuts in there.
Well, what I'm saying is the price can go up.
Yeah.
I have my usual order there, and it's $7.22. But I can tell you that by heart, which is not it doesn't break the bank.
That's all I got.
But
I fumbled the card getting it out of my wallet.
I was going to say.
Bart's perplexed. I am too. I think maybe she got it wrong.
That's a preposterous amount of money for
Hold
2
on,
donuts.
I was answering
Say
the
it just
phone.
like that.
What was the amount?
Go back and say
38
it just
something.
like that.
38 something.
See?
Good Lord.
Yeah. That can't be right.
That's too much.
That's just a preposterous.
28.
Guys,
You have the receipt.
28 's too
Guys,
much.
there's 3
need to
boxes.
check that.
There's 3 boxes in a sack in there.
No.
There's a lot of stuff in
the
there.
2 kolaches, I came back and got the 2 kolaches. That was an extra 7 something. That's your
$7.22.
$7.22.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I'm going to have to take out a loan to cover this before the credit cards due.
Wow.
Oh, 7:15. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We'll take
your buddy's on the line. Now your buddy's on the line.
377-6963. By the way, catch the show on demand, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park. Just search Chuck and Bo wherever you get podcasts, or on YouTube, where we stream live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you'll get an alert when the show comes on. You can just watch it there. But you can also catch it on demand if you're not doing it live. Good morning. Glad you're here. It's Friday.
You can tell I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments just call for something unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you don't just buy a diamond. You create an unforgettable experience. Their newly remodeled space is stunning with Cafe B right inside and their in-house diamond expert that'll help you find the perfect piece every time. That's just part of the Blakeman's experience. When you see the purple bag, you know it's something special. It always saves the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
High school sports in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley have never had a bigger stage. I'm Melissa Orange, host of the Varsity Vibe podcast, and every week we'll be bringing you the stories, highlights, and moments that matter most to our communities. Don't miss a beat. Subscribe to our newsletter, check out the Varsity Vibe podcast, and follow us on social media for the latest scores and spotlight features. Get it all at varsityvibearkansas.com.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You hear that? You hear that?
Back to Safe Sports Radio.
That's special.
We have a very strict goofing off policy around here. We're all for it.
Well, a certain amount's required. It's in our contract.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, look at this. Hogball 30 has called in after the ridiculous text yesterday. Good morning, Hogball 30.
Good morning. This is Hogball 30. I just want to say, Chuck, Bo, you don't know nothing. I know it all. Bart, who? Edward? Have a good day.
Yeah.
That's
about like his text.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's
I think that guy was playing a role. I don't think it's actually.
Oh, you
Hogball.
don't think that's
The
really what
Hogball.
he sounds like?
I don't think it's the Hogball 30. Mike in El Dorado. Mike, good morning.
Yes, sir. A few things. Finally, fellas, how y'all doing this morning?
We're good. Yeah. Sorry.
Very well,
Sorry
thank
for the
you.
delay.
Well, only about 35 minutes with a one.
Well, we are strictly here for you, Mike.
Well,
We
now,
got
I'm going to say, Chuck, it's all Bo's fault, right? Everything.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Well, it just
Okay,
depends.
good,
but
good.
Generally.
Right. All right, first off, on your donuts, y'all need to come down here and try your international, worldwide, whatever, Spud nuts. You'll laugh at donuts after that.
I know. I've had them. I've had them. Scott Murphy brought them back from El Dorado one time, and it's the best donut I've ever had.
Well, they're Spud nuts. They're not donuts.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, when they're hot, they're the best. Or they're better than anything when they're hot. Also, when y'all gonna start selling them tickets for Chuck's Flips and stuff? Because I want to buy a couple of them.
You got to go on
Cartwheel.
SeatGeek to get those. The official partner of the Chuck Cartwheel Circus. That
Well,
is
about $100
also
a piece or something like that.
also the
About
circus.
$6.
The circus is up at the Northwest Arkansas Mall. By the way, as of this morning, it has been erected in the parking lot.
We should all go there together.
Well, I thought Chuck worked there on the side.
I do. I sure am. That 35 minutes was worth the wait, wasn't it? It was worth
Mike,
it.
thank you, Mike.
All right, y'all have a good one.
You have a good day too.
Good Lord.
Do you want to take some more calls? I forget the number. We won't maybe give it out. Happy birthday to who?
I knew when you guys started
Who
talking
is
about
this?
donuts, what was about to happen.
Who is this birthday, Bart?
Which one?
There's only you basically have one on
Well,
there.
Madam
One
Curie
living
is
one.
no longer with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's this person that's 29?
Marie.
Lord is a very successful musical artist.
Lord?
Yes.
With an E.
With an
Yes.
E. yeah.
With an E. Lord with an E.
Very successful. That's how
Capital
very
L, E at
successful
the end,
Music
right?
artist.
She's from New Zealand.
Yeah, very successful.
Okay, I was
That's what
going to
we-
ask, boy
thank
or
you
girl.
for-
You said she.
Thanks for explaining that.
New Zealand, huh?
Yeah, man.
You guys need some culture.
Do we?
Well, do we? Really?
Do we?
Do we? I mean, come on now. Do
They help
we?
us. Go explain more. Tell us more. What
Tell
do we
us.
need?
Tell us the
what are we
percentage.
missing?
Tell us the percentage of our audience you think listens to Lord.
Well, it's probably pretty low.
Okay, that's my point.
But what are we doing here, Bart?
Well,
Are we
what
trying to
I'm
educate
trying to
people?
do with
Do
with
you
the-
think Mike in El Dorado knew who Lord was?
I assure you, he did not.
Okay. Well, I didn't either. Just for the record, I didn't either.
I kind of thought it was about the audience, and you're swimming upstream,
Yeah.
so I'm just wondering why.
Well, just trying to tell people what's going on.
Yeah. Well, nobody
Open
tells.
the eye-
Nobody
open
tells
eyes-
them like
open
you
your
do,
eyes to
Bart.
the world around you.
I did catch, in the car on the 2-minute drive back from the donut stop. I did catch you giving quite an education on social media.
Well, I was trying
Of
to help the people.
The
This is-
following page.
This is a service.
Not the For You.
Yeah. Stay off the For You page.
I thought that was really
the
insightful.
For You page is
I
evil.
had never thought about
Stay
that
off
before,
of it.
but it is algorithm based.
That'll
I'm
get
sure.
you. You see,
That's when I said he was so smart.
did you see Brian Kelly finally made a statement?
No.
He finally issued a statement.
And what was it?
And how long has it been since he got fired? Was it Sunday? It feels like
Yeah,
a long
not-
time ago.
Well, I mean,
They haven't played since then, have they? Did they play?
Well, anyhow, he finally
no, they had a bye week.
That's right. They play Alabama this week.
he finally issued a statement. The journey began with great expectations, with my own vision of how to get there. Sometimes the journey does not end the way we hope. But when I think of our time together, I will remember and appreciate what we did accomplish. The roar of Death Valley when we beat Alabama. The losses will always hurt, but I will remember all the wins. I mean, that statement's fireable.
It continues. It continues. I didn't put the whole thing in there. But he said, as everyone heads on their way to see the Tigers play, I wish Coach Wilson, the coaches, and our players the best this weekend. I know they will do their best for themselves and for LSU. We will be watching and cheering for you. The journey may have ended, but it's a journey that will stay with me and my family forever.
Do you think he really wrote that?
I do not think he did.
You think whoever his agent was?
I have a question. Why did you put? Why did you stop it in the notes?
Well,
and then I read it.
It's a very long,
it's a condensed version.
It's a very.
He wanted to deliver the line. He wanted to be the one to close it out.
It's a very long
self-serving.
statement.
What was it?
It's a very long statement,
and no one can close it out like Bart.
That was the middle of it right there.
I should have stayed in bed this morning. Wow, thanks, Bart. Bert's in the Chevy Fayetteville situation room. So far, we've got a birthday that no one knows about.
Mike in El Dorado says he had heard of Lord.
And
I don't believe him, though.
We've got a $45 donut bill.
Jeez.
See, when you open that box over there, there's you've got cakes disguised as donuts. I mean, there's icing on the icing. That's why the bill was so high, because if you just got regular old glazed donuts, it wouldn't have been like that.
They don't really have regular old donuts down there. I mean, I was going for as simple as we could do, and that's what we came up with.
Yeah.
Hey, keep it simple and get it done right with Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They're going to keep it simple for you throughout the entire process. The job may not be simple, but the communication will be. They're going to tell you right up front what's going to happen, and then they're going to deliver and keep you up to date the entire way. They'll communicate right throughout the entire process, and you're going to have an immaculate job site when it's all said and done. Teamworkbuilt.com is their website. Doesn't matter whether it's a flat roof, a metal roof, a regular roof, with a lot of slope or a little slope. They've got certified materials like Malarkey shingles that will help you have a sustainable roof and get a job that's well done. Teamworkbuilt.com. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. They're built on quality, powered by Teamwork. 728, good morning. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. We're just kind of wading through it, figuring it out with you this morning.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Hey, it's Bo, and I want to share something that's completely enhanced my day-to-day life. About a year ago, I started telling you about the Sweatnum Edge. Well, over the last several months, here's what's happened for me. My energy level is completely different. My exercise gains have seen a big jump. My mind is clearer, and frankly, life is just more enjoyable. Now, that's my story. What about you? Search the Sweatnum Edge online and get a free evaluation today. It's made a big difference for me, and I know it can for you too. The Sweatnum Edge.
You know what else makes you an Arkansas Razorback fan? Going to the University of Arkansas. How about playing football for the team?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I think in order for Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas to be in a situation
unbeknownst to any of us, Hal got his iPad working to watch the British Open on his own.
I play the role of dumb blonde sometimes, but the reality is I am very skilled when it comes to the iPad.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you love college basketball and you like following college basketball national reporters, John Rothstein's as good a follow as there is out there. He just eats, drinks, sleeps basketball.
He does.
College hoops, like 365. And he's Bart, really.
Well, he lives in New York, doesn't have a car. He is a New York guy and a basketball guy. And when he talks about college basketball, he knows what he's talking about.
Arkansas is on his radar. I think he has them as the 12th best
Cal's
team in the country.
Yeah.
Cal's is the last Corleone is what he always
that's
tweets
right.
about John Calipari. Here's what Rothstein had to say earlier this week.
I think in order for Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas to be in a situation to start getting mentioned in the class of the top freshmen in college basketball, which based on their production, they should be, Arkansas has to win this game Saturday night at Michigan State. Now, if we're being fair, Arkansas won a bye game to start the season, won a exhibition game at Memphis, and destroyed Cincinnati in an exhibition game at Bud Walton Arena. We don't know for certain by any means that either Cincinnati or Memphis will be NCAA tournament teams in 2026. So this is, to me, the first real litmus test for John Calipari in Arkansas. Now, you look at what Acuff did in the opener, 22 4 dimes. You look at what Malik Thomas did in the opener, 21, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. John Calipari has had great freshman backcourts before. 2017, De'Aaron Fox, Malik Monk. 2015, Tyler Ulis, Devin Booker. This is something that Arkansas and John Calipari are going to continue to fight. And I have talked about it multiple times on this show. If you took Arkansas off the chest of Darius Acuff and Malik Thomas and you put Kentucky there, how would people be talking about this backcourt? How would people be talking about this team? Because I look at Arkansas, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, the Razorbacks look like a bona fide contender to win the SEC regular season title and a bona fide contender to be a very, very high seed on Selection Sunday.
Boy, there's a lot there.
I think he's right. And, I've already taken a little ribbing for my gushing over Darius and Malik a couple of days ago. I do remember Lee and Todd, just for the record. But
did Z call you?
Yeah. And yeah,
I couldn't spell that one.
And so, but that's okay. But you look at what they did in their first game. Now, here's the deal about Saturday. He's right about this. Just for the record, Lenardi's got Memphis, Cincinnati, and Southern in the field of 68. Just for the record, and I suspect Michigan State's probably in there too. Michigan State does not shoot the ball terribly well, or at least they didn't in their opener. They shot 41% from the floor. They were 6 of 21 from three. They got a couple of guys who can score. But it kind of looked like in that first game their best offense was shoot it and go get it. And that's what they did. They out-rebounded Colgate 47-25, and that's why they won the game. Now, this is the first game in terms of regular season where we will begin to see why Cal went out and signed Nick Pringle, why he went out and got Malik Ewan, why he talked about last year the need for a post presence, why we were reminded that teams without a post presence don't win the national title. You've got to have that. Michigan State, it looks like, based on their first game, their strength is on, they've got that great guard. But a lot of what they do is going to be pounding you inside. Typical Michigan State type team. Arkansas is going to be challenged there in a way they've not been challenged yet. And I'm anxious to see how it turns out. If Arkansas shoots the ball well and Michigan State shoots the ball the way they did in the first game, Arkansas will win. But there's no guarantee that'll happen.
So what kind of Arkansas team are we going to see? Is it going to be like we've seen so far? Will they have to play or win in different ways? Can Michigan State get them to slow down, or will Arkansas dictate the tempo?
See, Cal said the other night, and I thought this was interesting. He said Michigan State plays faster than they normally do.
He did say that.
But now faster for Michigan State.
I'm just thinking about a slugfest kind of game they want to get you in.
Well, I think it's going to be a big part of it's going to be keeping them off the offensive glass. I mean, I just really do. And it's going to be an NCAA tournament type game from that perspective. You don't survive NCAA tournament games if you give up offensive rebounds. Sometimes the shooting percentage in tournament games is not as good as it is at other times. So, hey, they make him shoot the lights out Saturday, tomorrow night. I don't know. But to me, it's how does Arkansas handle the physical play? Not just inside, but you're going to get bumped and grabbed out on the floor. If you want to dribble drive to the basket, you're going to have to go through some contact to get there.
The greatest thing about playing Michigan State, it's November
7th, 8th.
Okay. They practice with football helmets. It is going to be a physical Donnybrook, and we need to see what are we going to, because last year we played in a league that every game was that. It was like so physical, you didn't even know you were playing basketball. And so what happened by the end of the year, we caught up to all that and said, oh, this is how we play? Well, then we're going to play this way. And so we're going to get it on the 7th, 8th, playing against them, finding out, all right, they're going to do what Memphis did for 40 minutes. Memphis did it for about 15, 16, and then the start of the half for about 4 or 5. And then we kind of, ran. And Michigan State also plays really fast, but it'll be a good game for us.
So when you put it in that perspective, in that context, I mean, they got Arkansas on their heels a little bit. Memphis did. That experience will probably pay off in this game.
I would think so.
But what John Rothstein was talking about is this is a attention-getting game for particularly the star freshman. I don't know, how much does that matter? I think it matters to those guys to some extent because they came here in part to play for Cal and be on a really big stage before going on and being first-round draft picks in their mind.
Well, you think about a guy like Acuff, going back to his home state. He's from Detroit. I thought it was interesting. He led his team in Michigan to a state championship, and they played that game in the Breslin Center. Then he went to IMG, and they came back and played one of the elite teams from Detroit, and he talked about how nervous he was, how hyped overhyped. He said, I was, essentially off the charts there, and I got to be more in control, be more prepared this time around. Acuff's are really good, and Thomas is really complete, and they're not the only ones.
Very excited. I haven't played there in about 2.5 years since the state championship game my sophomore year. So it's going to feel good going back. I'm just ready to see everybody back home. New people telling me every day they coming that I ain't even think could come because I thought they had. It's some of my friends that's in college that's playing, but they coming because they don't got a game that day. So it's different people every day. I don't know.
Bar, what are your thoughts on the game? I'm getting excited. 6 p.m. It's not on YouTube TV, fun. Right? We don't have to.
No, it will be.
Fox.
It's on Fox.
It's on Fox.
So
it's not a YouTube TV problem.
No dispute.
Right. No issue whatsoever there. Look,
who's calling the game? Sorry, who's calling the game? Do we know?
I can.
Is it Gus Johnson and Raftery?
I would have to assume.
I would think
that
Gus Johnson's doing a football game, though. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
They have a pretty lame Big Ten game after the Arkansas. Michigan State game. They have a lame Big Ten football game.
Yeah.
But Gus unfortunately might be required to do that. I'm efforting.
Yeah. Well, I will come back to that. I'm just getting excited and getting in the mindset of the game, and I'm thinking it's going to be Gus Johnson yelling and screaming and hollering. Ah!
Well, you got a Hall of Fame matchup, guys. If this was in March, the entire world of college basketball would be talking about the Cal-Izzo matchup in the next round of the NCAA tournament. So this has that type feel. It's we've talked about the schedule and what it means and what it prepares you for and just the enormity of it. This is one of those games that makes it a good schedule.
Yeah, it's exciting to have these types of big matchups early in the season for a couple of reasons. One, because it's just fun. It's just fun to have your team play in these types of games, but it's also an early test for the Razorbacks and for Michigan State to see what kind of team they have or potentially could have. Now, a game in November is not the end-all, be-all. It's not the final word that's going to be said about either of these teams. But you'll learn some things, and you'll learn where teams need to get better and team needs to improve. I really like Arkansas in this game. Michigan State has a lot of like big bodies. They're not necessarily the same type of athletes as Arkansas's big bodies, but there's some matchup stuff there to keep an eye on. This game comes down to can Arkansas's guards keep Jeremiah Fears, Michigan State's point guard, in check? As he goes, so goes the offense. He had double-digit assists in their opener, also had 5 steals to go along with, I think, 14, 16 points, something like that. He's a really good player. He's the key to their offense. Can Arkansas slow him down? I think the answer is yes. I like Arkansas to win the game, and I think that's a lock.
Yeah? Is that going to make its way into the locks? Are you comboing locks this Friday?
Multiple
today?
sports.
We might run the gamut, yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
It's a bonus
What's the
lock.
line?
It's
What's
a bonus
the line?
lock. Arkansas is a 1.5-point underdog. So Arkansas, and I'll take the free.
You'll take all comers.
I'll
That's
take
what
the
you're
free
saying.
point.
Man, this is crazy. They're playing at Michigan State, the second regular season game. I mean, that's just jumping right in.
Yeah.
Let's get after it. Let's
Absolutely.
go. Chevy at Fayetteville Situation Room. Bart's there all day. He's got a Varsity Vibe sign behind him.
That's right.
Varsity Vibe. They've got the Varsity Vibe bulletin out today. You should subscribe to it. It's free. VarsityVibeArkansas.com. You get all the updates on what's going on in high school, all the games that are coming tonight. More Friday night football down the home stretch here. Playoff seeding being determined tonight in high school football.
And a really fun thing that I like about the newsletter is we have the schedule in there of all the big games and everything, along with links to where you can watch the game. You can watch a stream of the game. So if you're not able to go, watch your alma mater or watch your local school play because you're out of town or whatever, it's right there, and you have access to it.
Love that. By the way, Chuck leaves today for East Lansing. Do you know the weather?
Yes, it's going to be cold. Feels like winter.
Are you going to get out and take a brisk stroll, or will you stay indoors?
I'll stay indoors.
You're not going to get out and discover East Lansing?
There's a pretty good chance when I walk into the hotel tonight, I will not walk out again until we go to the arena tomorrow. There's a pretty good chance.
7:46. Good morning. You're right, Chuck. You're right. You're right.
You're not wrong, Chuck.
Because
that's
we don't
all I
want
wanted to hear. That's really all I wanted to hear.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Football season's here, and Flight by Yuengling is the light beer built for game days. Tastes like a Yuengling, but it's a light beer, and only 95 calories. Flight raises the bar for what a light beer should be, and now it comes in a 16-ounce resealable twist-off aluminum bottle and skinny cans. Perfect for tailgates, watch parties, or just kicking back after the game. Pick it up at your favorite store or ask your bartender. Flight by Yuengling, the next generation of light beer. Cutting corners is generally a bad idea, and when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Are you looking for tough, reliable equipment from people you can trust? WT Equipment is your local family-owned dealership with 8 locations across Arkansas. And yep, they're big-time hog fans too. From Bobcat to New Holland, Hustler, Steel, and more. They carry the brands you know and trust to get the job done. Whether it's equipment or implements, WT Equipment has the tools you need, including a full lineup of Bobcat machines built for power and performance. Stop by your nearest WT Equipment today.
The nation's best home court advantage lives inside Bud Walton Arena. The Razorbacks are back inside the Basketball Palace of Mid-America, and Coach Calipari and the Hogs need you there and need you loud all season long. A limited number of single-game tickets are available right now. Just head over to ArkansasRazorbacks.com and purchase yours today.
When is the last time you thought, oh, the SEC's making an announcement today, and it's going to be good for the Hogs?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
By the way, good morning. We just kind of jumped in, and we're
Hey,
coffee deep. And hey, everybody,
morning, Bart.
welcome in.
Edward.
I smell the bacon cooking. It's going to be a good day.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You know, it was brought up to me yesterday again about the schedule, and I know we've talked about it on the show before, but I haven't thought about it like I did after having this conversation. And where is Arkansas football right now if they hadn't scheduled Notre Dame or Memphis? And it may not matter. You may be like, well, we're not any good anyhow or whatever. I don't know. It'd feel a lot better if you had 2 more wins right now. I think everybody would feel better.
Well, we can talk about how, Indiana doesn't play anybody. These teams don't play anyone. Well, nobody really cares right now. They're going to be in the playoff, and nobody really cares. And that's just the truth. And so you better go out there and schedule you some wins. I said it before, and when you lose, it just sounds like sour grapes. Yeah, I get it,
but it's true.
But the only teams that have played Memphis are us and the 2 Mississippi schools. I don't recall another SEC team going to Memphis. Maybe I missed it, but they play them, but they don't play them there, and that one's going to stick in my craw for a while. I got to admit, because we hadn't played there since 1998, and there's a reason for that. You don't schedule that game. You just don't schedule that game. But It was, and it happened, and so now you got to move on.
Basketball is
but you need to
completely
learn
different.
You need to learn from that. I mean, you really do. You need to learn from that.
Basketball is completely different. In football, every single game matters because you don't play enough games for it not to matter, and you play 8, and now it's going to be 9 conference games.
There is an art
you need
to
to
scheduling.
schedule wins outside of that, and I think that's also part of what we're looking at with the football situation that you're in.
We're scheduling like we're a top 10 team. We're not. I don't know what else to say. Top 10 teams go 2 time zones away to play. Top 25 teams go to Memphis and don't worry about what might happen. We're not that. I mean, I wish we were, but we're not.
Ben's in Fayetteville. Ben, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Go ahead.
Good morning, guys. I just wanted to call in and say thanks for taking my call first and foremost. Big weekend planned. I know there's no football game here, but on Saturday here in Fayetteville on Dixon Street, we're having a Veterans Day parade. I'm the Veteran Service Officer for the county. This is the first Veterans Day parade in Fayetteville in like 25 years. Veterans Day, obviously, is on Tuesday, the 11th, but the parade on Dixon will be 11 o'clock.
Cool.
And we're looking forward to
That's
it.
great.
It's a big time of year for veterans, kicking off, the Toys for Tots program for all the children in the area. And just wanted to invite you guys out. You're more than welcome to come and say and shake hands with some heroes.
Yeah, that's awesome. You all have a big time and hope you feel celebrated. And thanks for sharing that with us. Have a great weekend.
Take care, guys. Appreciate you.
You too, Ben. All right, so 11 o'clock, Dixon Street.
There you go.
Veterans Parade. First one in 25 years. I didn't realize that. And Veterans Day is on Tuesday. Tip of the cap. We'll come back and get into another piece of Wide Open Friday. Zach Gillum will get us in the sports book next hour. Bart will get us locks. Are we only doing 3 or are we venturing out into 7 or more games this week?
I've got 3. I've got 3 for you, plus a bonus lock.
You got, okay. Yeah. All right, we got that to look forward to. It's the Chuck and Bo Show. Catch it on demand anytime, wherever you get podcasts, driven by the Fayetteville Auto Park, where you drive with confidence.
When it comes to watching games, nobody does it like Walk-Ons. Over 60 TVs at every location, and the food and drinks win. Mouth-watering Louisiana cuisine like po' boys and gumbo, plus fan favorites like the best burger you can get anywhere, and more draft beers and cocktails than you can count. Incredible food, wonderful service, and a viewing experience like none other. Walk-On Sports Bistro. We live for this.
This fall, don't just pay for a heating tune-up. Make it part of a Paschal membership and get year-round benefits for your home. For as low as $8.99 a month, your annual tune-up is included. Plus, members get exclusive discounts on air, plumbing, and electric services. Don't wait until there's a problem. Protect your home, budget, and peace of mind with Paschal. Visit gopaschal.com to learn more and join today. And Razorback fans, we've got exciting news. Paschal is now proud to be the official air, plumbing, and electric provider of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Buying or selling a home's a big deal, and you want someone who is with you every step of the way. That's why those of us at the Chuck and Bo Show wholeheartedly recommend Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, because we've experienced it. They've been my partners for life. They're Bo's partner now, and I promise you, when you become involved with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, they'll become your partners for life too. They've been turning houses into homes since 1978, and you can always log on and check out their selection at WeicherGriffin.com.
Need help growing your brand with strategy and creativity? At Vanquish Marketing, the mission is simple. Help businesses grow with clarity, kindness, and excellence. They don't just run ads or manage campaigns. They come alongside brands as a true partner. By creating data-driven marketing funnels and building strategies that scale, they equip their clients for long-term success. Guided by their core values, they know growth is about more than transactions. It's about people. Visit vanquish.marketing to jumpstart your brand today.
Chris in Fayetteville. You're on the news, weather, information station.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, we're full service, baby.
The Chuck and Bo Show. Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Roger in Danville has chimed in. Petrino took over. I said Hogs would go 0-7. Remember, Bo?
Roger's one of these guys that, like, at 7 in the morning, it's going to be a terrible day. I don't care what everything's going to fall apart. They're not any good. They suck. And then at 5 o'clock, I told you it's going to be a terrible day. Right. Congratulate me on being right. Where's my trophy?
You know, everybody's like, traffic stacked up. You're going to be like,
I predicted that.
What are you smiling about?
The Chuck and
Bo
Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
Do you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "Let's turn on the Chuck and Bo Show."
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
So what's the flavor of the day going to be today? Yesterday it was we had a morning of Pat Fitzgerald, and then we had an afternoon of Ryan Silverfield. Just as a little cherry on top last night, I had someone try to convince me that PJ Fleck's hiring was imminent. And so it is the silly part of the coaching search. I said last hour I hesitate to call it the silly part of the search. I'm not going to hesitate anymore. You know, we can talk about all kinds of different things in terms of the coaching search. All anybody wants is names. Give me a name. And, you know, whether it's close or not, people want names.
The reality is anything you're hearing right now isn't real because it can't be. We've got too far to go. You got 3 games left in the season. I mean, deals are not being struck today with 3 games left for anybody. There are conversations, I'm sure, that have been had. Probably more with agents and representatives than the actual coaches themselves.
Well, the only way you'd hire a coach now is if he's not working, like Pat Fitzgerald, for example. That's what sparked a lot of that, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Find people that aren't working now,
right.
And then they'll get their name going.
Right.
James Franklin.
But also, you're probably in a position, everyone hiring, that you want to know what all's available to you, and you're just not going to know that yet. And you're not going to, I don't think you're going to be able to get that done. To me, the more important thing is what's being done kind of behind the scenes. You know, that's not out here where they're having press conferences and giving you updates on a regular basis. What's being done to put the funds together that you need to support the program and the coach? What kind of pool are you going to have for salaries? What kind of money beyond the rev share are you going to have to pay players? By the way, how's that whole thing going? The whole clearinghouse thing, where it's $600 NIL deal. Anything above that, you are having to get cleared at the clearinghouse. Those guys are backed up so far you can't even see the end of the line.
There's no way that can work long haul just by the sheer volume. It's not to say they're going to be wrong in some of their rulings. There's just going to be so many cases they can't get to all.
I just wonder how schools are navigating it. What are they doing?
Whatever they want to do.
Because it hasn't mattered yet, and here's why. Because this just went into effect.
Well,
all of these players playing today were a part of the other system where you could pay them whatever you wanted to. This new portal class and signing classes will be under this new system. And I'm kind of anxious to see how it impacts things. Does the rev share play a different role now? You know, is it more even, or is there really big bidding wars going on like we had prior to this new rule when we get into the end of this season and this portal and signing period? What's it going to be like?
Yes, there will still be bidding wars. My personal opinion.
But, I mean, are they going to be the same? Because it's not.
They'll be whatever it takes to get him.
But then that means they're not doing the thing they're supposed to do. Now we're back to cheating.
That's right. And that's what I suspect is going to happen. To me, my fear in all of this, and I was kind of like everybody else when they first started talking about this, well, maybe this will level the playing field. My fear now is basically what you've done is you've just added $20 million to the compensation package. I mean, there's still going to be NIL money. There are still going to be NIL deals that, look, coaches, players, they all make way beyond what their actual market value is already. It's naive to believe that it's going to be policed properly now with some of these NIL deals. You know, we act like, first off, that sometimes people come to watch specific players and coaches. People come to watch the Razorbacks play. They come to watch the name on the front of the jersey, not the name on the back. I hate to break that to people, but that's how it works. And so I would argue already that the compensation is way beyond the pale. But I'm not naive. I think you're still going to have, I won't say everything that's going on right now, but a lot of what's going on right now.
Well, I don't disagree with that people are going to be circumventing it. But there is a difference when there are rules in place. And it's not maybe as widespread. Look, last year...
But when has the NCAA been able to enforce the rules that were there?
Well, I'm not disagreeing with any of that. I do think there's a difference of it being wide open. There is a completely wide open market with no rules, basically. And now you do have rules. Does it change anything? I have to believe it's going to change something. How much, I don't know. But you're putting yourself at risk if you're a school and you're paying above what you're allowed to pay.
I just think that when it's all said and done, a lot of what we are seeing right now is still going to occur. I realize that's very pessimistic.
I also think the rules are going to change soon again. Brian's in Ozark. Brian, what are you calling in about today? Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's as good of a call as we've had.
One thing that has not changed, though, seriously, if there was ever an era to ask for forgiveness instead of permission, we are in it right now. And that part has not changed. They're still going to do what they want to do until somebody tells them they can't.
Sterling at Center Ridge, good morning. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, guys, I just want to agree with Chuck and you about in college sports. That part is true. The name on the front is the whole thing that makes this go.
This is not pro sports from that perspective.
Right. It's not pro sports. And that, now, don't get me wrong, winning is the main thing, but nobody goes to a college game and leave upset because a certain player didn't play tonight. You know, you go to a Razorback game, nobody's going to be mad that A-Cuff, or like Knox the other night, nobody went to that game and left that game said, Carter Knox didn't play. Hell, I'm pissed off. I took off and did this like they would in LeBron or SGA, somebody like that in the NBA. That doesn't happen in college sports. But I think that one thing that what we have to do with our NIL money, everybody knows the quarterback's most important position. But two big tackles, and Nutt talked about this when he had the job. That interior defensive line is got to be a point of priority when you build your roster. I mean, when you can't stop the run, and I know that's the tale as old as time, but all the innovations in offense and everything, the main thing still in football, and especially in the SEC, being able to run and be able to stop the run. And until you be able to do that, you always going to have deficiency. And my last thing is on the coaches searches and all that, maybe Texas Tech has the blueprint. Only a few people. You go around town and you ask people who's coaching Texas Tech. I mean, real college football fans now. I mean, people that pay attention pretty good, not casuals. Still, a lot of people don't know who that guy is.
Joey McGuire's his name. I don't think Cody Campbell gave him $10 million because he believes that Joey McGuire is the greatest coach ever. He gave it because he loves his school.
Exactly. That's the only point I'm trying to make. Guys, y'all do a wonderful job. And I still can't believe, everybody got mad at the Heat when LeBron joined up because he said he could stack his own team. I don't want to hear nobody on this show ever criticize anybody for stacking teams or super teams. Because y'all got a super team here. Y'all stack the deck. Y'all be a bunch of hypocrites. Talking to you, Bart, because you like to criticize LeBron. Y'all be a bunch of hypocrites.
we are considering some load management days. I got to tell you.
Yeah,
we are. There are some considerations happening.
That's right.
But I really do appreciate you saying that, Sterling. I mean, I think, just frankly, today's show has been horrible, so I really appreciate you calling in and saying that. Because that's going to help me get through Friday.
All right,
Have a great weekend, brother.
You too. Again, take those days off in July.
Thank you, sir.
After baseball season.
Absolutely nothing happening the week of July. That week in July, in the week between Christmas and New Year's, it's done. It's a done deal.
It's as dead as dead.
I mean, everybody should, like the whole world, we should just all that's take vacation at the same time. It doesn't really work.
I don't disagree.
Work very well.
I don't disagree. Everybody takes July off. I mean, to me, that
sounds terrible. I'm going to try to go out and do something, and nothing's open.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right. It's a bad idea. Let's just keep that to ourselves. Let me retract that. I don't believe I'd have said that. I don't believe I'd have told that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, strike that from the record. Objection, Your Honor. 812, Chuck and Bo Show. The locks are coming up. We're brought to you in part by First Security Bank. Banking better every day. They do it with friendly, local professionals. Convenient locations all over the great state of Arkansas. You can check them out online, fsbank.com. Bank better at First Security Bank. Member, FDIC. It's 8/13. It's Friday. Man, anybody excited? That's why, I just feel like
tired. Tired.
Jerry Palm is coming up. A look back at the great Jerry Palm and the great fall next. Kids, there's never a good deal good enough with a bad person. Still a bad deal.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Some moments call for more than just a win. They call for unforgettable. At Blakeman's, you're not just buying a diamond. You're creating an experience that starts the moment you walk through the door. Their newly remodeled space is absolutely stunning, and Cafe B has a personal touch you won't find anywhere else. Their in-house diamond expert makes it easy to find the perfect piece for any occasion, and that purple bag is still undefeated when it comes to saving the day. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry. It's more than jewelry. It's your story.
Cycling meets vision with McDonald Eye and Zeo Optics for the See Better and Ride Better Vision Expo. Thursday, November 13th at 5:35 p.m. at the new McDonald Eye office in Rogers. Learn how LASIK can sharpen your sight for every ride and try on the latest Zeo sunglasses made for adventure. Enjoy free Zeo giveaways, LASIK discounts, beer from Bentonville Brewing, and the newest bikes from Meteor Bike. Plus, a chance to win a free pair of Zeo shades. Just RSVP now at McDonaldEye.com.
Oaklawn is here for when you want the ultimate escape, all in one place. Check into the luxury hotel. Escape to Astral Spa, the only Forbes 4-star rated spa in Arkansas. Indulge at award-winning restaurants like the Bugler or the Oak Room and Bar, all before having the time of your life at the 24/7 smoke-free casino, where the energy goes all night. Here, excitement and luxury meet under one roof. Oaklawn Hot Springs. Join the fun. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Cutting corners is generally a bad idea. And when it comes to roofing, it's real bad. That's why Teamwork Roofing and Construction uses only the best materials, like Malarkey shingles, which perform better, protect longer, and are more sustainable. Residential or commercial. Got a complicated job? They've got the certified crews ready to deliver on time and on budget. You need a roof that's built on quality and powered by Teamwork. Teamwork Roofing and Construction. Log on to teamworkbuilt.com and get a quote today. That's teamworkbuilt.com.
Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I've been brain dead for 2 days.
I
Some
know.
people would argue much longer.
Well,
but I mean,
it's
if
been,
by my
it's been
own
noticeable.
personal standards.
It's been noticeable,
Yeah.
really, the
I know,
last
it's
couple of
just like,
days.
ugh.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Okay, so Chuck, he does a lot of great things, and I mean that. And he's a Hall of Famer for a reason. He's a great voice of the Razorbacks, and I mean these things. I'm
What are we
not
doing here?
patronizing, but you ruined a guy's career. You single-handedly, well, that's not fair. He ruined his own career, but you buried him on the way out of the show one day. He came on, and he said a bunch of things that didn't make sense, and I'm going to play them all for you in a second. When was that? We need to mark the day. We need to go
last
back to the
March.
date.
It was
Early March.
It was February, late February, early March, sometime in
We
there.
need a 1 year anniversary.
March 7th.
March 7th. Okay, so make sure we note that March 7th is going to be Jerry Palm Day annually here on the show. And that's when it all, we could tell he had, I don't know if he ever really had it, but it fell apart that day and he never recovered. And Bart looked him up, and his accuracy efficiency on like all the guys that do bracketologists was horrendous. And so not long after Jerry was on the show, he no longer worked at the place he was working at. That was it. So now he started his own thing, right?
Yes.
And he's got an original. He's got the preseason or barely into the season bracket out.
Yes, preseason bracket.
Preseason bracket.
Yes.
But it's not like CBS Sports anymore.
No, it is not. This is
a little bit different now.
Palmbrackets.com.
A little bit different. Yeah. Palm brackets.
Ranked 179th out of 186 over the past 5 years.
One more time.
You know what that'll get you?
179
Fired.
out of 186.
That's what it'll get you. Here's his performance shortly before it all fell apart for him.
I've been doing this 30 years, and your conference record doesn't matter. It's not criteria. It's not even on the team sheet. They don't care how you did in your league. The games, your conference games are on your team sheet. Arkansas just doesn't have a good record against better teams. They're strength of schedule is always a factor. So it's like 10 and 12 against the top three quadrants. And the committee doesn't look at that number specifically, but if you're below 500 against the top three quadrants, there's probably a reason, and that reason is usually you're not good enough. But no, in fact, I haven't really studied that. I just think that the strength of the league is helping the bubble teams because your strength of schedule is still pretty good. It makes it difficult to be specific about anything. How you perform in the conference specifically, your conference record, your conference standing, that's not relevant. Your conference games matter because all your games matter, but they all matter equally. Conference games don't get any special weight. I've been doing this 30 years.
And I ended it, and I said, thanks, Jerry. Appreciate having you on or whatever.
I'm getting what you're about to say. I'm trying to get it.
You're going to pull the exit to the interview?
He did not hear me say that.
You don't know that.
I do
You
know
don't
that.
know it.
I
Because
do know
I put
that.
him on a hold. I didn't hang up. Now, whether he hung up before you said that, we don't know.
You're
We don't know.
embellishing the
Well,
story.
I am not. I'm
he
telling
cut
you
his own
exactly
throat. I didn't
like-
have anything to do with it.
I agree, but you did sign. You did go
All
to break.
I did was point out the obvious. I stated what everyone listening to the program was saying to themselves. I just said it out loud.
And what was it?
Edward's looking it up.
Give me a couple more minutes.
What was it? What'd you say, Chuck?
I don't remember.
Well, I do.
I don't remember.
And that's where I was going. And that's why Lenardi's the man.
Well, was I wrong?
No, but
Was
that
I
was
wrong?
that was the end for Jerry Palm, and now he's got palmbrackets.com.
Anyway, he has Arkansas as a 4 seed.
Well, this was March 7th last year, and he was acting like Arkansas wasn't going to get into the tournament.
Right.
I must correct myself. March 6th. March 6th.
Thank you
That
for
cut
correcting
up and all the
yourself.
fun was on the day after March
Yeah.
7th, which was
March
when it
6th.
was dated.
Thank
Okay, that
clarifying.
makes
March
sense.
That's in my
6th.
calendar.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Well, let me know when you have it so Chuck can listen to himself eviscerate the guy.
I'm trying.
That's
All right, time,
total exaggeration.
time for Bart's Locks. We're in the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room, and Bart has, fresh off an 0-3 weekend, And I don't know, did you hit a game last week?
You didn't set the world on fire last night either, did you know? What'd you do last night?
Didn't go well last night.
You got to pull it out of the fire is the bottom line.
That's right.
Hot
We're going to
seat.
be fine.
Yeah, you were on the hot
You're on the hot seat, man.
With the locks.
We're going to be fine.
Bart's Locks.
Let them rip.
Here's the deal, guys. They say that they remember what you do in November, right?
Remember?
That's what they say.
In November.
That's what they say. And so we're gonna remember the locks in November, but more importantly, we're gonna reveal some frauds in November. Teams that aren't really as good as people think. And we're starting with BYU.
Okay.
The undefeated Cougars. Since I saw a stat from Chris Felica of Fox Sports.
The Bear.
Since 1978, this is just the fourth time that a team 8-0 or better has been a double-digit underdog. There's a reason for that. Texas Tech, I wasn't a believer at first. I'm a believer now. They are a wagon. They're an 11-point favorite at home. Patrick Mahomes is going to be there for College game day. He's the guest picker. Texas Tech by 1,000,000 over BYU. So take the Red Raiders minus 11.
Minus
We're
11.
going to lay the 11 points.
They still throw tortillas down there?
They can't anymore.
They had to
It's frowned
stop
upon.
it. They had to
Yep,
stop
it's frowned
it.
upon.
Couldn't control themselves.
Next, an afternoon. That game's at 11 a.m. on ABC. We're going to the afternoon slate. A Big Ten matchup. Oregon is at Iowa. The last 6 games against top 10 opponents, Iowa has been outscored by nearly 200 points. Iowa is 0-5 against the spread against top 10 teams since 2022. That is the worst record in the country. And Iowa quarterback Mark Gronowski has thrown for more than 150 yards twice this season and has 4 passing touchdowns.
Gronowski.
That's it. Oregon's a 6.5-point favorite. Give me the Ducks. Quack, quack, quack. Iowa, pretender, should not be ranked. Get them out of there.
Bart, you speak like you're the only smart man breathing.
I take that as a compliment, I think. Last game.
Take a breath.
Last game, Virginia is hosting. They are in the lead in the ACC. They are hosting Wake Forest, whose quarterback coach is Dan Enos. Wake Forest is a 6.5-point underdog. Virginia's last 5 wins have been in overtime against Louisville, in double overtime against Florida State, in overtime against North Carolina. They beat Washington State by 2 with a late safety, and they beat Cal by 10 with a last-second pick 6. Virginia, fake. Wake Forest. Plus 6.5.
Fake.
Plus 6.5. Give me Dan Enos.
Oh my God. Dan Enos is going to cover.
I can't believe I'm saying that, but give me Dan Enos
That's incredible.
and the Demon Deacons to cover the 6.5 points.
Chuck, I don't feel good about any of these.
No.
I don't feel good about any of them.
This is going to go one of 2 ways. Bart's either going to pull it out of the fire. He is going to be mired in a long losing streak. One of those 2 things is about to happen.
Well, hey, they remember what you do in November, we are going against the teams that we think are fake good.
I admire your willingness to drop back and throw it deep, man. I admire your willingness
Sit
to do
there in
that.
the pocket.
Bonus lock. We do have a bonus lock. Arkansas plus 1.5 at Michigan State on Saturday in basketball. I think Arkansas wins that game by 6 or more points. Might even get close to double digits. I think this is a really good Razorback basketball team, perhaps the best we've seen in a very, very long time.
Wow, there it is. How about recap the locks? 3 plus a bonus.
Texas Tech minus 11. I know it's double digits. Just go with me there. Oregon minus 6.5. Wake Forest plus 6.5.
He's laughing.
Well, it's the Dan Enos of it all. And then Arkansas basketball
You need
plus
a win.
1.5
You need a
at
win.
Michigan State.
Are you, Chuck, going to ridicule Bart if he goes 0-3 like you did Jerry Palm?
Well, I think if he goes 0-3 this week, there's a spot waiting for him at palmbrackets.com. I think that's the landing spot.
We go back to the tape. This is March 6th of 2024. We go back to the audio tape.
2025. This is Dr. Tape.
Sorry,
this is fake. It's been edited.
No, this is real.
This is real.
All right, Jerry, thanks. Have a great day. Appreciate the time.
Sure, you too.
Jerry Palm, CBS Sports bracketologist. Okay, when we come back, Chuck will sort that out for us.
I have no idea. I have no idea. Except I know why Joe Lenardi's the man now. See, he was gone. He was gone. See, he was gone.
He was still on.
I don't know.
He was gone.
We don't know that.
He wasn't. Oh, I'm going to hang on so I can see what they're saying about me. I don't think he did that.
I think
and if he
that
did,
was only 8 seconds after he said goodbye.
Okay, well, now he knows. All right, now he knows. So we're clear.
You don't feel bad about it.
No, you're right, I don't.
Let's be honest.
No.
Hey, you don't ever feel bad about a flight by Yingling either. It tastes like a Yingling, but it's only 95 calories. It's the next generation of light beer brewed from America's oldest brewery. Take your game to the next level. Take flight with Flight by Yingling. Pick it up at Walk-Ons on Draft or at your favorite restaurant or a store near you. Flight by Yingling. Zach Gillum's coming up.
Except I know why Joe Lenardi's the man now.
Yeah, see, this is what the Chuck and Bo Show is. You just show up and have coffee with you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Truck Month is here at Chevrolet of Fayetteville, and the savings are big. Get up to $12,000 off new Silverados, up to $8,000 off Chevy 2500s, and up to $5,000 off Chevy Colorado. That's real money back in your pocket. Plus more inventory, more discounts, and better service than anywhere else in Northwest Arkansas. Stop by today and see Chris, Mark, and Denver at Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Chevrolet of Fayetteville. Together, let's drive.
Hey, it's Bo, and I want to share something that's completely enhanced my day-to-day life. About a year ago, I started telling you about the Sweatnum Edge. Well, over the last several months, here's what's happened for me. My energy level is completely different. My exercise gains have seen a big jump. My mind is clearer, and frankly, life is just more enjoyable. Now, that's my story. What about you? Search the Sweatnum Edge online and get a free evaluation today. It's made a big difference for me, and I know it can for you too. The Sweatnum Edge.
Particularly in the South, I'm not sure there's a title that carries more weight than coach. Maybe preacher.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
this room have opinion. Facts are secondary to a good argument.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oh, what a weekend it's going to be. Chuck's going to be in East Lansing. We got the Hogs at 6. Bart, let's do what to watch real quick for the weekend.
Yes.
I feel a little out of touch because Arkansas is not playing. Like, I don't know what time all the games are. I haven't really dug in on it. It's been a busy week. The week has flown by. Yesterday was a busy day, and I need some help. Mackadoodles will bring you what to watch.
We need to start with the 11 a.m. games, the big games.
That's when the big games are played. You love that joke as much
do.
as Ken Palm. Jerry Palm.
I do. I get stuck on funny things sometimes.
Mackadoodles bringing you what to watch. Wednesdays, 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. Customer service is unmatched. Mackadoodles just north of the state line, north of Bella Vista, West Siloam Springs, and also Guess Who in Bentonville. All the same customer service, selection. The allocated section's great. Follow Mackadoodles' Pineville locations Facebook page because they put recipes and events on there, things about loyalty points. They've got a charity Zoom auction coming up with some very rare bourbons. They've got an allocated section that's second to none. You're always going to be pleasantly surprised at what you can pick up at Mackadoodles, and they'll walk you through the whole store, and they'll tell you exactly where everything is. Mackadoodles, just north of the state line, West Siloam Springs, and Guess Who in Bentonville. All right, what are we watching?
Well, for those of you who don't want to deal with the ESPN YouTube TV dispute or whatever, Big Noon Kickoff is, let me tell you, it's a doozy. Indiana's at Penn State at 11 a.m.
Now, is Penn State going to fight? Are they going to have any semblance of fight in this game?
No.
For a little while, probably.
Yeah, maybe for a bit.
It's in Bloomington?
No, it's in
Valley.
University Park. Yeah,
it's in Happy Valley.
Yep.
All right.
BYU and Texas Tech. That game is an 11 a.m. kick on ABC. You'll have to watch it.
Big game.
If you're a
Chuck's
YouTube
right.
TV subscriber, you'll have to get the ESPN app to be able to watch that game, or
a different
go
provider.
somewhere to watch it. Texas A&M plays Missouri, another ranked matchup. That's at 2:30 on ABC. Oregon and Iowa 2:30 on CBS. Auburn is at Vanderbilt. That's at 3 on the SEC network. You've got Wake Forest at Virginia, 6 o'clock on ESPN. LSU and Alabama. I think everybody's kind of forgotten that game's happening this weekend because of what's gone wrong at LSU. That's 6:30 on ABC. And that's really your list. Arkansas plays basketball against Michigan State, 6 o'clock on Fox.
I try to pay attention. I tried to follow. Did I miss Texas A&M, Missouri?
Yes, you did.
Where do they play?
That game is at 2:30 on ABC in Columbia, Como.
Huh. That'll be a tough game for A&M.
I think so, too.
A&M will win, but it'll be a tough game.
Close.
What's Missouri's record?
Close.
One loss?
No, they've got 2 losses.
Really?
They're 6-2. They have losses to Alabama and Vanderbilt.
Oh, yeah, they lost to Vanderbilt. Yeah.
One possession losses.
Yeah.
I mean, they're a couple points away from being undefeated this year. I bet this game will be close. I would expect Missouri to cover.
I think we're all high on Texas
But their
A&M,
backup quarterback situation for Missouri as well.
But A&M, this Missouri game's big, and I don't know if South Carolina can give them a game in College Station. Then they play Samford, but that Texas game at the end of the year, rivalry game, all that. So these Missouri and Texas opponents for them could be interesting with their SEC and playoff hopes.
Just one other thing to watch tonight, 6 o'clock on ESPN. Kansas and North Carolina basketball, early season, big non-conference basketball game, just like the one Arkansas plays tomorrow night. That's at 6 on ESPN.
Okay.
And what's the game at 8 o'clock tonight?
Football.
Game?
Memphis and Tulane.
All right.
Memphis and Tulane.
Because
last playoff game.
It is for Memphis.
Yeah.
Every game is for Memphis. If they win out, they're going to be in the playoffs.
There's 2 coaching candidates right
there.
there.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to
Coach
say. You had
too.
Golish last night with South Florida. They were pretty
They
impressive
rolled.
in their
Yeah.
win over San Antonio, and then you've got those 2 guys tomorrow night.
Yeah. That'd be a good game. Isn't Tulane pretty good?
Yeah, Tulane's had a good year. Memphis is a 4-point favorite. I like the Tigers to
John
win that
Summerall,
game.
Tulane.
Yeah.
Ryan Silverfield.
Tulane's been
Memphis.
very up and down this year. Like they'll just like blow the doors off somebody and then kind of have like either just a really bad game or a loss or a close win. Memphis has been a little bit more consistent. I like the Tigers.
How about this? Luke Fickell will return next season as the Wisconsin head coach.
Mm-hmm.
According to his AD, Chris McIntosh, they announced that yesterday. The Badgers are 2-6 overall and winless in Big Ten play.
Some of that, I would imagine, is money.
A lot of it. I don't know what his buyout is, but that's a little surprising. People have been talking about
it has not worked there.
That not working,
it
and
really
him
hasn't. And I think Luke Fickell's a good coach too. It just hasn't.
Yeah, that's an example of something that just didn't work. But he's a good coach.
I mean, 7-6.
Yet another example.
7-6 his first year there. 5-7 last year. They're 2-6 this year. It's just not working. It's just not working.
Hey, couple little fun questions for you guys. Will Hugh Freeze coach again as a head coach?
Not at a Power 4.
Not at a Power 4 school. Liberty will take him back.
Billy Napier.
He'll have to work his way back up. He's younger than Freeze and doesn't have some of the baggage that Freeze has.
He'll go to a Group of 5 school, and he'll probably, I would imagine,
he'd have
he'll
to
get
work
another
his way
shot.
back up.
He'll get another shot.
I'm stuck on it. I just got to go back, and I'm not knocking Memphis or Tulane, but we are so all over the road when it comes to the college football playoff. We're sitting here talking about whether the SEC is going to get 4, 5, 6 teams in, but in the same breath, we're talking about Memphis and Tulane being a game with a college football playoff atmosphere too, and they're not even in the same stratosphere.
You want to get rid of the group of 16?
Yes,
you just want the best. You want the best 12 teams in college football.
I'll
period.
say it. Yeah. I'll say it. I don't think those guys belong in the playoff.
You've not wavered on that. You felt that way from day one.
I think if your goal is to have the best teams in the playoff, you can't just say, okay, we're going to give the highest ranked team in the group of 5 a playoff spot. There's not a single one ranked. You got to go to the others receiving votes. I mean, you shouldn't have to do that.
This isn't about inclusion. It's about winning.
Well, it's about being real. This is not,
you want the best teams.
The college football playoff is not a participation trophy competition for half the field.
It's not a Cinderella situation.
You can't fire one coach in the playoff because he didn't win the national championship, but you got a group of 5 guys who's in there, loses in the first round, but he's had the greatest year of his life. I mean, it's. I just think it's all messed up.
You've not wavered on
but that's my opinion, and I know others have different opinions.
Yeah, well, it goes.
I just don't think those teams are playoff teams. Good teams, good stories, not playoff teams.
It goes with the same thing about the conferences. I don't care what conference you're in. Give me the best teams in the playoff. I don't need a representation from every conference. Like, it's the same thing if you win your conference championship and you're an 8-win team. But you won your conference championship. You're in the playoff. Why?
Somebody
Are
in
you
the
one of the
ACC,
best 12 teams?
Barr was talking about Virginia and Wake Forest a few minutes ago, and I agree that Virginia. I mean, we just don't know enough to know if they're real or not. But if the playoffs started today, they'd be in. They'd be in. Virginia and Memphis would be in the playoff if it started today. Yeah, Chandler Morris. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Say it.
Chandler Morris.
Come on.
Chandler Morris leading the Cavaliers to the playoffs as we sit here today.
I mean, for half the field's going to be there on merit, and the other half's going to be because they just happen to be in the right conference. And I just don't think that's what the playoff was intended to be.
Well, you can put your money where your mouth is when you bet with Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app. The push for the playoffs is gearing up. We're talking about it. The NFL is determining division winners and playoff seeding, and college basketball is back. You've got NBA action, too. Download Oaklawn Sports app in the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Take advantage of the Oaklawn Sports new player offer, where new customers earn up to $1,000 in bonus bets. Always something going on at the Oaklawn Casino Resort, too. Arkansas's only casino resort. Log on to oaklawn.com for all the details. Alyssa Orange, sports director, Varsity Vibe, will tell us about the importance of this Friday night and all the high school football games happening. Seeding's being determined as we get ready for high school playoffs in the state of Arkansas as well. That's next.
I know this is an audio medium, and I shouldn't just shake my head, but words fail me.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Man, there's nothing like a perfect steak. So tender, juicy, and packed with flavor. And now, thanks to Plainview Beef, it's clean with no hidden chemicals. Plainview Beef feeds their cattle with wheatgrass sprouts, and their beef is loaded with nutrients your body needs. I'm telling you, you gotta try it. PlainviewBeef.com. Order direct to your house. Check out their menu, which includes 6 8-ounce fillets for just $99. Again, it's PlainviewBeef.com. Use the promo code Chuck and Bo and get a free 12-pack of beef sticks. PlainviewBeef.com.
Flight by Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
When something goes wrong, a car wreck, an injury, mounting debt, or getting denied the help you deserve, it's hard to know where to turn.
That's when Cadell Reynolds shows up. This is a team that fights for Arkansans. Personal injury, disability, bankruptcy, they handle it all. And they know how to get results.
You've got enough to deal with. Don't try to figure it out alone.
Call Cadell Reynolds, 866-314-3728. Or visit CadellReynolds.com.
Cadell Reynolds. Make the right call.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Are your gutters ready for fall? Leaves are coming, and that means it's time to protect your home. At Hogtroff Gutters, they install high-quality leaf guards that actually work. Don't waste money on the cheap guards from big box stores that clog up, and don't get stuck paying triple the price with those big national companies. With Hogtroff, you get the best of both worlds: professional installation, premium aluminum, and stainless steel guards, as well as a 20-year warranty. Give them a call today to schedule your free inspection, or visit hoggutters.com.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party, or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville. So I spent yesterday. You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
you one thing, but listen, what a great show the best sports show in the state is, no doubt, the Chuck and Bo Show. No doubt about it.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you haven't checked out Varsity Vibe yet, you must not care about the high school community, but there's a lot of good stuff going on there. VarsityVibeArkansas.com. You can sign up for the free newsletter. It'll come right to your inbox. I'm looking at it right now. There's 5 podcasts a week and a constant stream on social media. Varsity Vibe AR on social media. Alyssa Orange is the sports director of Varsity Vibe. She's lucky to be here after we watched her get smoked on the sideline in Greenwood. The play was coming right at you. Did you not see it?
No. Well, that's...
I mean, you looking through the camera?
She was shooting the shot.
No, I was. Thank you, Chuck. Sometimes you lose some perception with your eye and a camera, and so I'm watching the play unfold, and I've been on the sideline shooting for years now, and so if he's coming towards me, and then I hear out of the corner of my ear, "Get out of bounds," and I was like, oh, that's at me. But by the time it got to me, I didn't have anywhere to go. I luckily say I was more concerned about the camera than I was with myself.
It just kind of ate you up.
Have we pulled that and posted that on social anywhere? I feel like people need to be. Can we put that on the?
I asked in that meeting if we could, and you said no. You said no.
I slowed it down.
No?
Yeah, you said no.
I watched it.
She's changed her mind.
Well,
she's changed her mind. I mean,
there was that one clip that got slowed down, and I mean, I get parallel, but I think the way that he hit me instead of buckling my legs underneath of him, I kind of went over him.
Yeah.
Was why I got to bounce right back.
Have you played tackle football?
No.
Okay, because it looked like the way that you landed, like maybe you had.
No, I hadn't.
I was pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I saved the camera, and I didn't break anything, and I got back up, and I just had some bruises, like really bad bruises on my. They were really ugly. But other than that, I was fine.
I'm going to address the elephant in the room because someone asked to. Yeah. Bray Cook.
Yeah.
What's the guy, 320?
He's like 6'5".
He's like a mountain of a man.
Yes.
A former offensive lineman
former
in the
offensive
NFL.
lineman, National Football League. When you slow it down, most people would be watching Alyssa tumble in super slow-mo. I was watching the panic in Bray Cook's face and how he turned and just fled. He left the franchise. He left the franchise there to fend for herself. It was unbelievable. Whiff is not even the word. Abandoned is the word.
Left me.
Abandoned. Loafed.
Well,
it was a loaf.
He did what you do on the sideline. You move when the play comes your way. I think in his mind, he expected Alyssa to do the same thing.
He's an experienced sideline stander.
That's right.
I was too focused on shooting, and I got tackled. But it was fine.
You took one for the team.
Yeah,
I mean, you know. I mean, that's what the franchise does.
I learned a lot. I got a lot of street cred in Greenwood now.
I know. She can take a hit now.
Yeah.
I mean, bang.
Kane Archer said, "That's what I want my wife to look like." That's the kind of person I want to marry. One that can take a hit on the sideline in a football game.
Pop right up.
We're running out of time from all the shenanigans we've got going here. Tell us what's going on Varsity Vibe tonight. A lot of big football games.
Yeah, we're going to be all over, of course, Northwest Arkansas in the 7A in the West and in the Central. It's a big one down there with Bryant and Conway. That probably is the biggest game of the season, and especially this week. And that was going to be a big one to determine who's going to take the top spot in the 7A Central. And then you look at up here, it's interesting with Bentonville West tonight at West. Rogers plays Heritage, so you would think that Rogers would be able to handle their business and win that game. But Bentonville West, if West wins that game by 2, they're the number 1 seed in the West, which is crazy to think about. Bentonville wins, they're the number 1. If Rogers loses, then it goes Bentonville West, then Rogers. If West and Rogers lose, then I think it's going to go Bentonville, Rogers, West. And then, of course, with Fayetteville and Harbor, it's all about points in that game, too. And so there's a lot going on the line as everyone's trying to just set themselves up for the playoffs.
What's really cool is what you guys have done with the newsletter, VarsityVibeArkansas.com to subscribe to the newsletter. You scroll down, they've got all the games, Chuck, in a watch here link. So any game that you want to watch, if you can't make it to the game,
if you can't get out to the game tonight,
watch the live stream.
Absolutely, watch the live stream, but also follow us on our social media. Our content creators have been great, getting especially some behind the scenes access stuff that no one else is doing.
Right before we let you go and get into the weekend here, you're a Florida State alum. Is Mike Norvell going to be the coach there next year?
He's got to win at least one more game. But I don't know who else you go get, so I'd say save the money right now.
Yeah, you're good keeping them.
Yeah.
At this point.
Franklin.
To Florida State?
He might be holding out on that.
Who knows? I mean, we're way ahead of the game here in terms of
Makes
knowing
as much
who
sense
coaches
as anything
are
else.
going where, what coaches are going where, because it's just we got games left.
Yeah.
And just a lot of things to be figured out. All right, well, thanks for coming in.
Guys.
Varsity Vibe AR on all social media platforms. Varsity Vibe Arkansas to subscribe to the free newsletter. Alyssa Orange, Edward Bart, and all the creators will be working hard to get a bunch of content out on social media. Have a great weekend, Alyssa.
Thanks,
Chuck,
guys.
enjoy your trip to East Lansing.
Thank you.
Michigan State, Arkansas, tomorrow night at 6 on Fox.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy.